What's up, folks?
Hello. Long time no see.
No, look, it's Mike.
Oh, where did he come from?
He said he was going out.
Oh no.
No, that was crazy.
That was what we call in the biz a cameo.
Yeah, it was a cameo.
He's playing.
He
with
didn't even
our
wish us happy birthday or anything.
Is it happy birthday time?
Hell, hold
no,
on.
but, the whole cameo thing.
I'm suspicious of the Sasha Culpepper because that account was created not too long ago.
Well, we'll see what happens. Oh man, how was y'all's week?
Fucking. Well, I don't know.
It's a roller coaster of emotions.
It is a roller coaster of emotions.
It is a roller coaster of emotions. That combined with not being able to sleep very well. Holy smokes.
I actually have legit. So, Jim and I on Thursday drove up to Central California he went to go hit record stores. I followed so I could shop there. And although I picked up some good stuff, LA's the place to be. Every place I go with record stores does not compare at all. So I should just be fat and happy here.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like the biggest city in the country, and there's a billion people there.
It's second to New York, but it's just, there's enough records for all of us. Don't come here, people. You stay away.
Yeah, right. Like Californians can say anything about moving and invading places. Come on.
And not being political. Anyone who bashes California hasn't been to California.
I love California, dude.
I could take you to places you would never expect or hear. Where Jim and I were driving around, it didn't even feel like we were in California. It was weird. I mean, people who think California is not red, we saw so many Trump flags in Central California. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it depends on where you're at.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway.
What?
Did you feel the earthquake today, Louis?
No, did you?
No, but my wife told me about it. She was outside and she said it sounded like thunder or something and the ground moved kind of barely.
Oh.
You had an earthquake in Texas?
Yeah, we have a fault line.
We have a bunch
of miles from here.
There's earthquakes everywhere. You're just not feeling them.
Plus fracking.
We had one here a few years ago, and it felt like my bed was sinking into the earth. I thought the train was going by, and I look out the window, and there's no train going by, and I'm like, whoa. And then I looked online, and everybody felt it was up around the New River up near the Virginia border. It was a big one. Shook all of Charlotte.
Hey, I'll show records that I found. Okay. I did find good stuff, but I thought I'd come back with more. But tomorrow's Record Safari's 3rd anniversary, it's going to be killer. So I'm going to go into that. All right. I have never seen this one before. Has anyone seen this record?
Who is it?
Walter Bishop Jr.
Yeah.
So it's 2 live sessions, one from 1964 and one from 68. They're kind of archival sounding. Your guys, Dick Burke's here, Chris.
Yes. Dick Burke's awesome, man.
And then the next set is with Reggie Johnson and Leo Morris.
Nice.
Did he have a record on Black Jazz, or am I thinking of someone else?
Yeah, no, he had good Black Jazz records.
Yeah, I was going to say I have a 7-inch of his on Black Jazz.
I found an upgrade copy, and I'll sell my.
Oh no!
What?
Already, this person's turned out to be a shitbag.
Surprise!
Hey, there's a place for you. It's up my anus. Okay, see you later, pal. You came early, and you're leaving early. Watch this.
Whoever put that heart emoji thing in the lower right corner of the YouTube chat box needs to be fired from.
Oh my God, it's so dumb. I know.
I'll use my pronouns with your mom tonight, Sasha. So it's just a noun. It rhymes with this guy who plays drums on this album.
It rhymes, or it's the same word?
It's the same word.
Oh. Rob gets so.
I love Walter Bishop Jr. Now that's kind of what Xander did.
Hold on.
Yeah.
My last joke. Hey, Sasha, tell your mom the bums might run late. I'll be a little late tonight, okay?
Oh, no.
Hey, I got more records, man.
Hang on. We're talking about Xanadu. So
Okay.
that's kind of what that label did, right? It was half like, archival stuff they got a hold of. And that was like the gold.
Reissues.
Label.
There's that J.R. Montrose record, I think came out in Japan, I want to say, and they put it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. So another Walter Bishop, which I have already. Walter Bishop did a lot of good records on Muse. So this is another one.
Hot House.
Hot House.
I think I've seen that.
Just stand by these house plants and we'll take the picture.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I have this already, but this cover.
You would think you would have a bunch of tomatoes with them if it's called Hot House.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, Sasha, I think your mom will like me playing Walter Becker music too. This is still in the shrink, OJC. I just listened to side one. Excellent.
Who's on there with them? Anybody? Is it just those two? Or
no. Thad Jones, Sam Jones, Richard Davis, and Philly Joe Jones. Sam Jones and Richard Davis alternate.
So everybody's going to Record Safari tomorrow?
It looks like you got a VC meetup on your hands.
Huh.
It's the same people. It's the same 5 people I see there. They're dropping 1,400 records tomorrow. Like 600.
We get to see video of you guys ransacking the wall again?
Probably. I always appear in all those videos.
Are they gonna drop them from like a 10-story window or what?
No. It'll be a thing. He'll put this is excellent.
Put it in my pile, man.
No, it's my pile. Can I have nice things?
No.
Sasha? Okay. I was lucky. I'll save that for last. I found a sealed US version of this, which has a different title. And this is Japanese. This originally came out in Japan.
Man, sometimes the covers just get me.
No, they're not good. They're not good covers.
Oh, yeah, that's a good crew though.
It's a good album though. So
you have 2 of those, you said?
Yeah, you want one in your pile?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, for sure. That looks like Cheap Heat, bro.
No, it's good. Yep. It is Cheap Heat. This you want in your pile, but I haven't listened to it yet. I'm probably going to keep it.
Yeah,
that's a good record.
Yeah, this is on Teresa.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sasha, is your mom's name's Teresa, right?
See, now nobody in the chat's gonna remember.
It's enough.
Great Baltimore player, underrated.
I like finding these unplayed Teresa records. They have the order forms in them.
I gotta take out some more trash for some reason. Oh, geez.
Wait, you're doing what?
Taking out trash in the comments, bro.
Yeah, it's.
I thought literally you meant you had to stop what you were doing and take out trash.
No.
Oh, it's Carla. That's Sasha's mom, everyone. Hey, Carla, just wait for me. I'll be there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Okay. This is, I get all my information from Wikipedia. Abby Lincoln, Golden Lady with Archie Sheps on here. This, I think, this wasn't an inner city record, I think, originally. Had a different title. I can't remember which title it was. But good lineup. You got Hilton Ruiz, Jack Gregg. Dave, you're a big Jack Gregg fan, right?
Well, I mean, he was with Marion Brown and Gunter Hampel quite a bit. He's a pretty good bass player. I've
not listened to that yet. I picked this up as an auction record because I have it already, and a lot of people love this record. It's very good. It's a live session.
I can't remember if I already had that.
I think you do. I think I put it in your pile a long time ago.
And
this is a Chris record.
Oh yeah, Lee Konitz and Warren Marsh. Hell yeah, dude.
Orsted Pedersen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a volume 1. I don't know much about Storyville.
I think they put out some blues records too.
Well, there's two different Storyvilles. Hang on. There was a Storyville label here that was you know,
wasn't it out of Sweden or so?
there was two. Yeah, there's one like out of Sweden or Netherlands or something.
Yeah, this is New York. This
Can't
says
sneak
New York.
up on us like that, Nicole.
And the other one was like a club owner that, you know, had the Storyville Club and he started a record label. Which of course is named after the old, you know, red light district in New Orleans that the Navy shut down during the Civil War.
I've seen this cover and people show this record before. But I found it and I listened to it. It's excellent. I don't think it's heavy on the Herald land. It's mostly a Barney Kessel, but it was originally put out as a Jimmy Rawls record.
Oh, okay.
Sextet, Jimmy Rawls Sextet. It has a long ass title. But I looked up, I finally decided to do a dive and find out about Charlie Parker Records.
Yeah.
Does anyone know about Charlie Parker Records?
Yes, I do.
I do too now. What do you know?
His wife started the label so they could, you know, reissue stuff so it wouldn't get bootlegged so much.
Well, there were bootlegs. She started it to make money off of the bootlegs. Right. But they put out a lot of non-Charlie Parker records.
Absolutely.
I think it only lasted 4 years.
How does that sound, though? How does that sound?
This sounds really good. Okay. I have a Dangerous Liaison. Duke Jordan wrote the music for the French Dangerous Liaison. I have an Art Blakey. I think that's the more popular one. But there is a version Duke Jordan cut. And that's on Charlie Parker. It's okay. It's cheap. It's cheap heat. Because it's great music. It's probably not the best recording. I think Notes and Tones showed this record. This is Max Roach and Boom. The whole album is drums. It's all drums.
I remember that record.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I streamed it when he talked about it, but it's all the music's played on drums, so it's good. All right,
he did one on Soul Note too, and M Boom. Soul Note.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
And then I found a beautiful copy of this for $20. And I have my other copy. This one I'll probably keep. It's the better of the two. So excellent record. And I believe last on my stream, you know, Vanami Please sent out this survey, and they had a list of records you could choose for them to reissue. I chose this one. This is very good. Rob,
who sampled that record? That with whoever sampled it is the reason that record's so popular. Yeah.
I can't
remember who sampled it. Somebody did though, big time. Maybe Jay-Z or somebody, or Nas or somebody.
Yeah, I'm not knowledgeable in that way. I haven't checked my Wikipedia. Everyone knows I use Wikipedia.
I can't remember who it was. I could be way off, but somebody sampled.
We're not allowed to look at Wikipedia without Mike being here.
Fact.
All right, so that's everything. It wasn't. I picked up some classical stuff, but yeah, it was an okay trip. It was fine.
So I got a question just about these reissue things. Like OJC is
we're getting invaded.
Wait, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's happening? OJC is a part of Craft Recordings, and they're rock solid, right? All their stuff is great.
Yes.
What about Jazz Dispensary? Same?
Better. Same. It's the same company.
Same company.
Same company?
Craft. Yeah, Jazz Dispensary is amazing.
Why do they... how do they determine...
Jazz Dispensary is kind of like things they think are weed related, I guess. And then, you know, OJCs are OJCs.
Chris, is it Jazz Dispensary that puts out the comps for RSD?
Yeah,
those RSD comps are badass.
And they sell out here in Charlotte every time.
I have that one from this year's.
I missed this year's. I need to get it. The one I really want, they had my favorite one is called something dank funky blend or something like that, and I got volume 2 when it came out. But the one from the year before is like $120 record now.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I've never got into those, but they're gone on RSD here everywhere. Like,
I've never bought any of the
out the door.
But they put out that Woody Shaw record. They put out the Joe Henderson.
Right.
You know, the ones that just came out this year, the most kick-ass reissues of the whole
Blackstone Legacy.
Yeah, dude.
I need that, you say?
Yeah. That's
killer. What about the Round Robin Monopoly?
I don't know that one, but I'm interested, kind of. I do stream some of the ones I don't know anymore because I bought a couple that I didn't care for. You know, it's one of my thing for whatever reason. Yeah, that's true. Jazz Dispensary is pretty much 70s stuff.
Is it? Okay.
Dude, their first comps though, they put out 4, I think, over 4 record store days. And they put out a box set of them.
Mm-hmm.
And all the comps were just a pot leaf with a different color on every single one of them.
Yeah.
Is that an OG or is that the reissue?
No, that's the OG.
Yeah, I have the OG. Sounds excellent.
The reissue sounds better.
That was a Bob Shop December
That's awesome,
Christmas off the wall.
I got mine for $4 at that estate sale.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I paid a little more than that.
I have the master tape and I sleep with it at night under my pillow.
Yeah.
Actually, I have the brain. I have the brain of Woody Shawn. I'm taking
in
it over.
a jar.
Are you gonna put it?
Tasha's mom's house?
No, you should put it in. You should have it implanted in your head, and you'd be like the man with 2 brains that'll be robbing.
The OG dick measuring is ridiculous.
That's fun. Nice flex. That's true.
You only had 3 or 4 records
to
to show, Rob. Are you okay?
What now?
You only had 3 or 4 records to show. Do I need to call somebody? Or?
No, I have others that I picked up a bunch of classicals or whatever, but that's mainly what I was good.
Because I mean, if you're done doing that, I mean, we can move right into ranking sandwiches and shit.
No, we're not doing that.
I think Mark is winning the OG game. He says, "I will have a time machine and I go back and watch the original session every day." That's pretty good. Oh shit!
Laughing's a new sensation.
Yeah.
I only got 2 records in the mail this week. I can show those real quick and get it out of the way.
Yeah, it's good.
I did get Billy Bang Sextet featuring Frank Lowe, Sweet Space.
Yeah, you just got that too, didn't you, Rob?
Yeah.
No, I got a different Billy Bang record.
Oh, okay.
No, I thought it was the same one.
Yeah, it's him. It's him on the cover.
Yeah, this is a great LP.
I have that record, but
Is that a hard one to find?
Yeah, it you can get it on Discogs, but this popped up at a shop down the street in Greenville, and the owner's really cool and friends with Eric Weinbender and some of the other guys in the VC. So I called him up and he put it in the mail and it got here in 2 days. So
very nice.
Yeah, and then I did. That's the only jazz record I got. And this came in the mail today. This is a really great blues single, D.A. Hunt Greyhound Blues on Sun. This is the reissue, of course. Originals are extremely scarce. This is something Jack White put out,
cool.
But it's a great blues track. So I was happy to find that really cheap. And then I went on a dig today, and this is on a jazz label on ESP disc, but not a jazz record. The Holy Modal Rounders. They had 3 copies of this sealed from 1967.
Wow.
The store you went to.
Yeah, it's Hardy Boys Records in Charlotte, the new one that's at Camp North End. And
was it pricey?
This was $20, which is what they go for, but it's the yellow copy, yellow label. There's white and yellow labels.
They really put some creative energy into those labels, huh?
It was very
nice.
Yeah.
These are like
what type of music is that?
Really weird psyche folk stuff. Less on psych, more on. There's some electric fiddle that's really good, and the drummer's really good, but some of the vocals are weird, and they're trying to be funny or something. I don't know. It's a weird record, but it came with that poster that you showed, Rob.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's a sealed ESP disc. I think
Rob's
this into about every one of them. It seems like
was actually sealed, and it wasn't a reseal.
Yeah, people were questioning if my record was really sealed. It was sealed.
No, these came. They promoted the heck out of, or they either this record for Pearls
It's
Before
just a
Swine,
cool poster too, though.
but it's maybe they just had a bunch of these they didn't use or something. I don't know.
Dave, my question is, was the poster shoved inside the paper sleeve?
Not on this one, but it was on my other 2. I've got a bunch of these. The other 2 I had sealed. It was inside the sleeve with the record, just like yours was.
You should hang it up on your wall, Rob, instead of the giant white space you have there. Like, why'd you take the album down?
You should be quiet. I spend most of my time at Sasha's mom's place.
I think we need.
But yours
Louis
was
to
on
come back to teach you how to decorate your area.
Yours was on that Frank Lowe, right?
Look at this.
Frank Wright. Frank
Oh,
Wright.
Frank Wright. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think the other one. I don't know. I can't remember.
I have
That's
that
all I
record.
can
I have the Pearls Before Swine, but I haven't listened to it or cleaned it. So
Yeah, that's one I need for the collection because I do collect the label. I'm not big on all that the folk stuff, but I'm just.
do you want to
trying
trade? Do you want to trade for it?
I'll think about it. I might have some stuff.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. Let me clean and see what kind of condition it's in, but I have no problem.
Yeah, if it's an OG, I'd be looking to probably pick it up.
No, I think it's an OG. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have a couple Sunrod reissues if you're interested.
We can talk.
There you go.
Well, you know what? I would appreciate an account for every hour of the day today, Roger.
Yes. Oh, Louis back. He didn't shrink. He wasn't shrinking shrink ray.
Now, Louis.
Yeah.
What was it that you were doing out in Seattle? Exactly.
I was in Portland and I was recording with Joey Callio and one of his producer friends.
Oh, that was Portland, not Seattle. Okay.
Yeah. Same.
New experience for me.
Same thing, kind of.
Yeah,
But
John's headed to Portland here. Next weekend? Digital gramophone.
I didn't get to stay and do anything. I didn't get to do anything fun. I just went to the hotel, slept, recorded all day, then went back and slept and flew away. But from the air, it looks great. Like, if you fly into Portland, you fly literally right next to a mountain. Is it Mount Hood?
Yeah.
I don't know. And
my brother used to go there to snowboard a lot.
Yeah, it's great. It's really, really cool. It looks like there's tons and tons of wilderness and untouched forest and stuff. But like I said, I didn't get to do anything.
And then you have the river there that separates the two states when you're flying over.
Right on.
Yeah, there's
I get
a lot
to hear
of
that
mix.
I get to hear that mix next week, so that's
nice.
Fun. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Always waiting.
John's trying to figure out what record stores to go to there because there's like 20 of them.
Yeah, I didn't get to. It wasn't for really vacations. Otherwise, I would have.
Louis doesn't buy records anymore anyway.
Yeah.
Louis went there for one day because there's no sales tax.
Chris, are you buying records again, or are you still in the crates?
Well, I'm in the crates, but I bought a bunch of shit. But it's because I sold like $600 worth of crap on Rob's auction. So I bought.
That's right. You did get that big box of like 13 records.
Yeah. I've still got some PayPal money. I got to figure out what I'm going to buy. I might just spend it tomorrow at Doc's or something, Louis.
That's right. You sold the Sabbath, right?
Doc's.
I sold the Sabbath, and then I sold about 50 records on Rob's auction over the last 2 weeks, maybe more than that. Shit.
I picked up another copy of the original Sabbath today. When I got that Holy Motor Rounders, it's not an OG cover. It was Frankenstein, and it was cheap, so I grabbed it. It's a 1976 Netherlands pressing cover. I can't remember the label. It's a different label. It's not Vertigo and it's not Warner Brothers, but inside was a 1970 green label, U.S. And it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? I'll grab it. And I'll try to un-Frankenstein it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll go on the cogs and see if there's just a cover for sale or just the record from the Netherlands for sale or something. Try to get it right. But
yeah,
I kind of did that when I got the Led Zeppelin 2, RL, and a guy that at the record store I go to, I bought a good cover for it for $5.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had the record and you just needed a better cover.
A better cover, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do those things.
I won't generally buy a record without the cover, though. Like I've got probably 10 records that I have just like in generic sleeves. I don't have a cover for, and I'll listen to them and stuff, but I don't generally buy them.
No, the one I got had a cover. It was just
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like in
Right,
general,
yeah.
you know.
so.
Yeah, I've got a few things I need to. I have one set of records where I realized for some reason they sold the wrong record in the sleeve.
Oh, that happens a lot.
Yeah, I've had that happen twice now.
I had that happen to me I had that happen to me with a CTI record. So there's two volume Chet Baker Jerry Mulligan concert, you know, on
Yeah.
CTI,
Black
and they had volume 1 and volume 2 at my store, but they had 2 of volume 2, and one of them was sealed. So I was like, "Ooh, I'll buy the sealed one." When I brought it home, it was like a Stanley Turrentine record or something inside of it. It was weird.
and it was
So I
sealed.
took it back and just got the other one
Oh, okay.
and got $10 back. I tried to get them to let me keep the one that was fucked up too, so I could have the Stanley Turrentine record, but they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Two bastards.
That's a good story.
I thought it was just fine, Rob.
I need to find a store where I can like go spend several $100s a month and like have a relationship with them and like get treated decently and maybe get a little discount or something, you know.
I
It's
got
just-
five stores like that.
I know, but it's tough to come by
It's
around here.
impossible around here. Where are you going to go? Docs? Where are you going to go?
Yeah, I know.
I
I
don't
will
think
say though,
you
Record
can-
Town is giving me some decent discounts, but all their shit's like priced exactly at Discogs, you know, price. So it's
Yeah.
similar.
Hey, Tim,
So
Record Collector News. Are you having a conversation by yourself?
So
no,
what
he's
it is
talking to
is-
me about. He's trying to help me get something to help me sleep or something.
This is the problem I got. So I've got these Heinrich Stadler Brains on Fire. There's volume 1 and volume 2.
Oh, I have those. I have the
Yeah,
real
so-
one.
Yeah, so this one I got as VCLT from Teddy.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember what one was inside this. Let's see. Yeah, this
I have
is
those in my auction, next auction.
yeah, this one I think is correct. I think so. This is the right record. So I'm like, okay, there's volume.
This is true about Louis.
I think volume 1, and then I have the original volume 2, right? But it's got a volume 1 record in it, and I got this like on Discogs.
Mhm.
When you send it back,
I didn't ever noticed it.
well,
I just played the damn record and was like, oh, this is good. It's volume 1.
they did the same thing with that Chet Baker record. I like listened to the first one and put the second one on. I was like, man, this is awesome. And after a while, I was
I
like,
got this whole dilemma where I got 2
Where's
different
Chet Baker?
versions and 2 copies of volume 1. I don't know
Yeah.
what to do.
sell one of them for $5 and buy the other one again. I don't know.
I don't know. The dilemma.
It's a moral dilemma, sir.
So we'll see what happens there. I'm hoping these are really good records too. There's a lot of good players on here. Reggie Workman's on bass, Lenny White's on drums, Heinrich Stadler's, of course, on piano, Tyrone Washington's on tenor. Excellent. Gets free at times.
So Dave, I have here's the other record.
Oh yeah, Jazz Alchemy.
So I have 3. There's another one called Ecstasy. But on this one, this is interesting because Charles McGee is playing 2 trumpets at once.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
cool.
All right.
But
That's some
Richard
jazz
Richard
shark
Davis.
jumping.
Richard Davis and Brian Brake is on there.
That's cool.
Oh, hang on a second. So,
I've never seen that record.
I'm
Matt,
selling
what
them. I have two
Oh,
copies
God.
of
Nice.
what show is in Grapevine tomorrow, Matt? Louis, let's go to a jazz show tomorrow.
I actually have something I need to do tomorrow. I don't think I'll be around at night.
How dare you?
Or I would. Or I would.
You give up jazz for weed now?
Oh, hey, I got something.
What?
In the Grapevine Mall, there's a Meow Wolf. Do you know what that is, Chris?
Yes.
Have you ever been to one?
No.
It's one of the only times in my life where I was like, oh, that looks kind of cool. And like, you see the advertisements and stuff. And it's like, all right, whatever. And then like it so far exceeded my expectations.
How much does it cost though?
It's like, I think it's like $50. Something
Damn,
like that.
50
It's
bucks.
really cool.
What is it?
It's hard to describe. Okay, imagine like you go into this like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like
Just describe it.
you go in and it's this. It looks like this house, and then you go in the house and it's all the normal rooms in a house, but everything's a little weird, and like you look close at the details, and shit's pretty screwed up. And then like you'll open the refrigerator and it's a tunnel down to like this. It's the craziest thing in the world. I didn't think it was going to be that cool, but it's absolutely mind-blowingly worth going to at least once, especially if you're going to like get high or something or take mushrooms or something before. It's amazingly good. It's like the best artists, the best lighting. It's just so good. It's like tripping, but you don't have to take anything.
What about me and you take an irresponsible amount of mushrooms and then go straight to it?
I can't do psychedelics anymore, man.
Man,
I'll babysit you for sure.
Cool. Let's go.
Yeah.
Then come to San Jose and go visit the Winchester Mystery House.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I have an album titled that.
How long is the experience of this Meow?
It's as long as you want. It's not like a tour or anything. They just turn you loose in this crazy ass like fun house, but it's not scary per se. It's just nice and cool but
does everybody get a knife?
No one gets a knife. But it's amazing. You can stay there as long as you want. And to like look at everything, you would never be able to find, because there's like clues, like you can pick up the phone and there'll be a phone number in one room, and then another room that's like a million miles away will have this other phone number and clues and stuff. And you can like put together a story, and like you can like pick up the phone and there's clues and stuff, and you can like dial the phone. It's ridiculous. Awesome. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I'm an idiot. There's a record show tomorrow. Ooh, I'm gonna go to that.
Wait, that was last weekend.
How many people do they let in there at a time?
Like there's probably 50 or 60 people running around in there at any given time, maybe more. It's hard to really know how big it is, because you almost like, you don't get a map and you don't know how much you missed, because it's like it's like a video game where the map is completely open. Like you can literally go in anything, like, and there's always trapdoors and weird stuff. Like it's that's the best way I can describe it, but I'm not doing a very good job because it was worth it. And I'm like,
we just went to an abandoned building and did the same thing for free.
It's not as cool. I'm telling you. Like I'm sober all the time, and this was absolutely amazing. It was mind blowing.
Sweet.
Yeah, and they're all different. They all have different, like art. A different set of artists will install the Meow Wolf in a different city. So, like the one in Grapevine is different than the ones everywhere else.
Oh, there's one here in LA.
Oh my God! Take a couple gummies and go, dude. 100%.
I don't have a camera like that though, Fluffy. I don't have a GoPro.
It's really cool.
I thought about hiring one of those guys in Japan that'll like live stream to you and go record shopping for you. Like they'll go to all the shops and they'll just flip through the records and show them all to you. And you'll be like, yeah, I want that. I want that.
That sounds really expensive.
It does. It sounds fun though.
And don't you already know what records you want? Can't you just shop online?
Yeah, but it's like a personal service from someone in Japan.
Oh, so you don't even care about the records. You just want somebody, an indentured servant to you to go.
Well, you can get somebody off of WhatsApp, like in Africa, like Dylan did, and have them ship you all the records they find in Zambia.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's,
so
that's diabolical, man. It's fucking diabolical.
That's probably not cheap either.
Yeah,
it's probably pretty damn cheap, dude. If you're hiring somebody in Africa,
too terrible, but you have to definitely pay for the service.
Shipping alone,
shipping would definitely be steep.
Yeah. Well, I think what he did is he would wait until a big amount was found and then have one box.
You know what?
Turns out shipping all over the world works pretty well.
Because if you did that Nambia service, you end up getting a person back probably who's escaping.
Or you get kidnapped, or I don't know. Something.
I'm not going to no Meow House. I'm not doing that shit.
No, you're like 7 feet tall. You'll be fine, even if like a fight breaks out.
Oh my God, dude! Nicole, don't you guys meet up all the time? Why don't you go together to this thing? It's so cool.
Yeah.
We don't meet up. She lives in a different place, you moron.
I'm going to be down in mid-August.
Oh, see, y'all can go to Meow
Well,
Wolf.
we
in
can go
August,
record
huh?
shopping, but I ain't going to no Meow House.
Why are you scared
Why
of Meow
I'm
Wolf?
not, hey, I'm not scared.
Why are you intimidated by
pants?
You know what? It's already
Outside of
suspect that you're raving about it. And
Why
true.
is
you
it
know,
suspect that I'm raving
here's
about
the
it?
way my mind works. It doesn't work in places like that. When you were
Well,
trying
it's
to
working
describe
fine
the
right now.
no, when you were trying to describe this place, my mind went to the pitch meeting at the bank.
Yeah.
Here's what we want to do.
Well,
So-
it's amazing. What
I need to address something in the comments. So these cats are saying, "Hey, I need Rob to go vinyl shopping for me like this." And my answer to that is he goes vinyl shopping for everyone like that. That's why he has his auctions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
bought
kind of like
you.
you're getting thrown into a pit with all the other
Yeah.
vipers that are going to the same records. You know.
I bought you 4 shitty records. Roberto. I'll say.
Who?
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
So what you were talking about earlier about being in LA,
Uh-huh.
it just got me thinking. You're dead on during like the pandemic when I was ordering records online.
Yeah.
Because for a while I couldn't, like Noble Records was closed. Like he closed for a few weeks, and all that.
Yeah. Well, a few weeks.
So I was just hitting
go?
Discogs and eBay, and almost everything came from LA. Almost everything. And then there was this whole deal where one of the shops closed in LA because of the pandemic. This guy Matt, and he had nothing but original African records. And so he was just constantly sending me those. He sent me a picture, and he had hundreds of them. And there's 2 different sellers like that out there. But it was just, I had like a whole stack of like all these African records from everywhere. Like this one's from Ghana.
No, is this just like African music or jazz music or what?
Yeah. It's MOK Freedom Stars. Yeah, not really jazz, but there's some of this got some good stuff on it. I'm trying to remember what countries these are all from. God damn. I think this was from Benin.
I didn't even know.
This is some of the stuff he sent me.
Cool.
Yeah, they're not in great shape or anything, so I got them for good deals. But I mean, there's a bunch of this stuff. Like this was a good one. Eddie Entree and the Comrades. That's a cool one on the Panafreak label. But I went nuts getting that stuff during the pandemic. And
sweet.
but I got a ton of my ESP disc it all came from eBay and Discogs, mostly in LA.
Yeah,
I
it
was
feels
surprised.
like
every time I'd order, I'd be like, because on Discogs you can't really tell where the seller is. At least on
Right.
eBay, it'll show a city.
Yeah.
And so, well, sometimes on Discogs you can research and kind of see if they put their information in there. But it was just all of it was coming from over there. So I'll definitely have the records.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking about. I don't remember if I think it was us when we interviewed Mike, or maybe it was on a different show he was on, talking about like what people are buying now. Like what's selling the most, and like I think so many people came on board like I did, like during the pandemic, and just started buying all the Blue Note stuff that was coming out. And I think even then, like some of the things you were buying 4 years ago were much cheaper than they are now, because a lot of those folks have caught up to, these other kinds of jazz or whatever, besides just like Blue Note reissues or whatever,
Yeah. I mean, I was buying Blue Notes 7. I can't remember how many years ago now, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Like Safari.
It's not that long ago, but
they were when they start posting records, and you go, well, I have it already.
Yeah. Fair.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was before the boom when I started getting into it, and I'm glad I did, because I couldn't get any of these Blue Notes now, hardly.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s, when in my high point of buying records, of course that's when records were, even new records were $9.
Right.
typically on every payday, which was a Thursday, I would go to Tower Mountain View, and I would get 10 records for about $90. You can't do that nowadays.
It was funny, even in the early '90s in college. Like I remember my freshman year, we had two record stores in town. One was called In Your Ear, and there's been 2 or 3 other record stores called that. There's one in the Boston area, I think, but the one in Fredonia, New York, it was real small. You go in there, and when they'd have a new release, they'd sell the CD, the cassette, and the LP. They'd have all 3 formats. The LP was always the cheapest.
Yeah.
In the early '90s, and that was so. I would usually get the CD and the LP and just have the LP just to have it.
Right.
And so I had this crate of '90s grunge. It was all brand new, and then I screwed up and I sold it all for like $300.
Oh, geez.
And
well,
now
I did
they're all
that
like
with my
$300
rock.
a piece.
I did that with my rock collection back in the the 60s and early 70s when I discovered jazz. I said I gotta get rid of all my rock records just to start buying jazz records. And I go, shit, I wish I had all those.
I thought you meant you had an actual rock collection that you sold.
So did
I did. Yeah. Well, rock and blues mostly at that time.
No, I mean like actual stones, like rocks.
Yeah.
Not records.
Yeah. You're bad.
Hey, Rob. Meow Wolf has a YouTube channel.
Oh,
Who?
sweet.
Who does?
Meow Wolf.
Fuck that place.
How dare you? So I wanted to give some like 10-second reviews of a bunch of those records I got this week. I really ended up liking this one though. It's great.
Yeah. Great.
That was less than 10 seconds. You got to fill the time, man.
Yeah, it's good enough. This one I need to listen to again because I didn't really like it that much.
Yeah, I love that record.
That was 4 seconds.
It's not The Weeknd. It's Wayne Shorter. You son of a bitch. I need to listen to it again. I'm just saying, like maybe I just wasn't in the mood to listen to it.
No,
like some of his more like where it's all just his composed stuff. I have to be in a certain mood to kind of get into. That makes sense.
All right, that was 10 seconds.
There you go. Oh, this is better than those other 2, though.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
is that the AP?
Do what?
Is that the AP version?
Yeah, yes, it is. The acoustic.
That's the one you got, Louis, right?
Yeah, I got mine first though, so mine's better.
Yeah, but I got mine for like $27. You get ripped off probably. So
I used Amazon Prime points. So.
Ooh, yeah.
Louis found them in a trap door in the Meow House.
Okay, this one is the best. Is one of the best ones too. I really enjoyed this, and I'm not a massive Pacific jazz guy really, but I thought this was really excellent. Kenny Dorham, Jackie McLean, Walter Bishop Jr. There we go. Leroy Vinegar and Art Taylor. And I had a bone to pick with Joe from Analog Archive because he said that Kenny Dorham sucks.
Who'd he say sucks?
And then this was really good too.
Bird's Eye View.
Yeah, I haven't listened to the other 2 transition titles yet, but I thought this sounded really good and it was good music. So that's it.
Oh,
I liked all of them except the Wayne Shorter. Maybe it's the F. Wayne Shorter guy's fault that I don't like that record after listening to his bullshit.
Well, I got a few things. A CD that I've had for a while, but I first time got to listen to it today. The album is called The Chicago Plan for New Zealand.
Oh, weird.
And it has Gebhard Ullman on tenor and bass clarinet.
Felipe.
You're upside down. Whatever. I'll read it. Has Steve Swallow on trombone. I got to put my glasses on so I can remember. Has Fred Longberg Holm on cello and electronics, and Michael Sarang on drums on Not Two records.
You say bass clarinet?
Bass clarinet, yeah, tenor and bass clarinet
and cello. That's great.
Oh yeah, it's very strong, very strong. Some parts where people would say it's 3, but it's strong. Record-wise, I got a record. This is a record I used to have. I love this record. I love these 2 guys, George Lewis, Douglas Ewart. Black Saint. It's called, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. Oh, the Imaginary Suite. Douglas Ewart on flutes, bass clarinet, George Lewis on trombone. So
Awesome.
I finally broke down. I got a vinyl me please of this.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
great. Yes,
Transmogrification.
that's transfiguration.
No, it's not.
Well, what do you think of that? What did you think of it, Nicole?
It was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's a little different for her on that one.
And
I dig
something, Joe sent me a message yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know. Said, did you get that yet? The Die Like a Dog
it.
Quartet.
Oh yeah, I still have to order that.
So that just came in late yesterday afternoon.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I got to remember.
I have the CD of this, so I know this very well. So.
Oh, it's Broadsman. So how crazy is that one? Would that be like an introduction, or is it?
I saw them in Chicago, I don't know, about 1999.
Yeah.
And literally just the intensity of it was just literally had my hair blowing backwards. So
I have a CD, Chris, of them, of that group.
I have all the Die Like a Dog.
Yeah, it's not as out there as you would think.
But to see it live, but to experience it live, it was amazing.
Welcome, Felipe. Welcome, Brandon. What's going on, guys?
Chris.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday for sure.
This one here.
Oh
I
yeah,
think you should check this one out, Chris.
I
This
have
one's
that one.
really good because it's Hamid Drake on drums, William Parker bass. and
Yeah, they
Roy
replaced
Campbell. And
the
it's just
condo with
just the
Roy
quartet.
Campbell. Yeah.
From Valley to Valley. This
interesting.
is on Aramite. That is really good. Really good. It's not.
You bought any
too
more
crazy.
from Squidco, Dave?
What's that?
You bought anything more from Squidco?
Oh no, I've been behaving. That's crack rock. There is a couple on there though I want to get.
Oh,
But yeah. Hey Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
I do love your idea about those videos, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing cheap heat on my Instagram for about I don't know 7 months now, and people seem to just like that more than here's my OG. So
Yeah, no, for real, like because like
No,
I told you, Dave Wayne's been doing them for forever, for over a decade it seems.
Yeah.
But he really is almost always showing just he's so interesting though the way he does it because it is cheap records, and he shows mostly fusion. So if you're showing anything else, that's going to be great because we need to.
yeah, I mean, I have from my collection, which is like, I mean, seriously, probably 12 years, but like, there's every third or fourth record is kind of fairly affordable. So I have a lot. So I could just do 4 or 5, maybe 6, and talk about them a little bit. And then, that would be because like I have a lot of stuff I'd love to show, but it's like I've already shown it, or it's just stuff I bought, 10 years ago. So it would be fun.
What's your
Yeah,
IG?
definitely.
Vinyl_quest.
Nicole,
mm-hmm.
if you get a chance, would you send me a link to that Die Like a Dog?
Oh, sure.
Because whatever link I looked at was just like the pictures of the boxes of it ready to go out. I couldn't find the link to buy.
All right, I will.
Thank you, Felipe. How's it going in the warm contours of Miami?
Yeah.
It's hot.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been brutal these days, really, truly. And I got a cold this week. It's funny, right? You catch a cold and it's hot outside. It's just weird.
It's happening up here too. It's like mid-90s and people are getting sick.
I'd much rather be sick in a cold and get under the covers than be sick in the hot. it's the worst.
You get the AC, right? So yeah, I was like coughing my guts out the whole week. But feels good now. Everything is healed and fixed. Yeah. So
Are these SGs yours, Brandon?
Yeah, I have 2 SGs. 75 SG, the Tobacco Burst, is the best guitar I've ever played in my life. It's incredible. Not that I've played a ton, but it's the best.
And you've got a couple Stratotelli and a Jazzmaster?
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Tell me about that Jazzmaster.
It's a Nash.
I want it.
Nash is Bill Nash is a guy out of Olympia, Washington, that makes these really good.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of like Danocaster, but not nearly as expensive or as well known. But they're really good.
What's your address, and when will you not be home?
What?
Nothing. I need another. I don't need any more guitars. Holy shit!
You just need more pedals.
Yeah, what you need to do. I'm at the point where I have to sell one to get another one.
Yeah. I'm at the point where I'd need to sell several to really level up. You know what I mean? Because like now, I'm not going to just buy another Strat or another.
I think that's kind of where I am with records, and if I would sell like 3 to get one really good one. I would totally do that, and just downsize to like having 3 or 4 really good ones. Anyway, I got some records if anybody wants to see.
Yeah, go for it. I was going to say, I was going to ask you, what have you been up to lately?
I've been buying less, but I haven't been on here for I think 5 or 6 weeks. So I had a lot, but I kind of narrowed it down to like 10 or so. But kind of some fun stuff. Let me grab this stack. I did. I will say the new Tom York Outside of Jazz is really cool.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing. And it's mostly instrumental. There's a couple vocal tracks, but
it's jazzy a little bit.
Huh?
Jazzy a little bit too, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah, it's good.
I picked this up today. This is a record I had when
you don't make Brandon big when he's showing records. Jesus, Rob, come on.
Hey, listen, I'm not paying attention.
I'm pretty sure my dad got this when it came out because it's one of the first records I remember.
Yeah.
It would have come out when I was 6, and I remember it at his old apartment in Panorama City. And I thought the cover was really cool. And I remember him playing it, in those years. And I found a copy today for $5 that was super clean.
We need some pants like that, Louis.
It makes me laugh every time when you say you were 6 when it came out. Because what year did that come out?
76.
Yeah, how old was I? Shit. 25.
The cool thing, I was born on a 0, so it's really easy to know how old you were.
Yeah.
Hardly any math.
Is a 0 like the Meow House?
Yes, exactly.
You were born on top of a 0?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nicole has a rock collection, right, Chris?
Yes.
Rock.
Okay, I guess I'll go. I have one other, not really jazz, but not really. This is my favorite Roberta Flack.
Oh, cool.
That's a good one.
I like it better than, I guess everyone gets the one with Killing Me Softly, but I like this one a lot. Anyway, let's go to jazz. I picked this up cheap used. The Cecil McLaurin Salvant.
Is that Sinead O'Connor?
No. She's a good. That's Record Collector Jim's favorite female singer.
Who's Record Collector Jim?
If you don't know who he is, you need to be timed out and think about what you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
I'm not hip, dude. I am the opposite of hip.
Record Collector Jim is the hottest thing going in the Meow House.
Wow.
But I have 2 of her albums. You know what? Here's what's cool about her. She has the best backing band.
She's from Miami.
Is she?
Yes.
Okay.
The
just says
band
French
that backs
American.
her up the band that backs her up is pretty amazing.
Well, it's cool because I like. There's a few chanteuses. Like I really like Brigitte Fontaine and Françoise Hardy. Like, so it's kind of like it's definitely in the chanteuse genre, but it's a little more jazzy. I like it a lot.
Mhm.
I think someone showed it on Jazz Bums a while ago, and I found a copy for $12 that was mint, so I was pretty happy. Okay, let's get into jazz.
Please put out one of her records, I think.
Oh. This is really cool. I didn't really know who he was. It's George Moritas, and this is on Catalyst. He's a keyboard player, piano player. Most of this is on a Rhodes, but there's some acoustic piano. And I don't know too many people in the band, but the conga player is Willie Colon. Anyway, this is kind of like funky, Rhodesy jazz from the 70s. It's really good and not expensive at all. I'm trying 76. So there's some cool, and there's some kind of really good photos of the band. I always love the 70s seem to have the most like session pictures.
Yeah, it's true.
Mhm.
So, this is really good, and I think it was like maybe $8. This was so. I have an original that is of this. That's kind of. It was. I bought it for my dad in '98, and he ended up regifting it to me. But it's one of my favorite records. But I'd always wanted a stereo, and I found a really good stereo.
Oh, nice.
Something else, a Deep Groove,
Mhm.
and it was not. I think it was $50, and it's really clean.
Oh, wow.
I think it's like a 62 or something like that. But New York Deep Groove, it's pretty cool. Anyway, I always wanted a stereo, and now I got one.
Mhm.
Next to the mono that's been with me forever. The mono copy I bought at Amoeba Records in 1998 for $35. Just to show you how different prices are.
Yeah.
I have this on CD, and I picked it up for next to nothing.
Oh yeah, I think I posted this week. I got a seal copy of my stuff, like $10.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's a good record. It's a fun record.
It's killer.
Totally worth having. So find it. This was an interesting one. I've only listened to it. The ECM. I don't know. These guys are from some Nordic country, I think in Scandinavia, but I'm not sure. It's Talk and one Japanese cat on piano, Takashi Kako, Oliver Johnson.
Oh, cool.
Actually, no. And then Kent Carter is American. Never mind. I take it back. It's like a very ECM multi-country, everybody band.
That's cool.
And I think I've only listened to it once, but it's pretty good, and it was not very expensive. One of those inexpensive ECMs, and it's recorded perfectly. I got my own. I was borrowing a friend's of this one, and I love it. This is Buster Williams' Crystal Reflections on Muse. I got a radio copy. Too bad Connecticut Mike's not here to tell us where the radio station is, but it's WWCC.
So hold that cover up again. There's something interesting there. It's called Crystal Reflections.
It's the worst.
But it's like really the most out of focus picture that was ever taken.
No, it's just they set the auto exposure for the whole thing, and so he comes out really dark. And then they tried to save it in the print, but it doesn't really look like he's coming out of heaven. It just looks like a bad exposure.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's despite the cover, it's a fantastic record. And
yeah, I have it. It's kind of funky-ish, right?
No, it's kind of smooth. It's almost smooth jazzy.
Smooth funk, yeah.
I'm passed up on a copy probably 4 or 5 years ago for like maybe $10 or something because it was too smooth jazzy for me at the time. But I'm way more into that kind of stuff now than I used to be. I'm way more into the smooth jazz.
Well, this is unfortunate. WWCC's gone downhill, it sounds like.
Oh, no. Here's some more. Let's just go through the Muse stuff. All really inexpensive. This is pretty fun. Waldron and Friesen.
You can pick that up sealed.
Yeah, it's not expensive. I think this was $5, I believe, and it's definitely worth $5 by far. It's a nice record. Waldron's done quite a few him and a bass player records, and this one's a good one.
Is there a cover of Mal Waldron where he's not smoking?
Yes, those aren't as good.
But if you want to go through, the ones with him smoking are generally the best ones.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Because he's smoking on. I have a lot where he's smoking. We could do a Mal Waldron just cigarette covers.
Yes.
Here's another one, inexpensive. Junior Cook. Something's cooking.
Oh wait, who?
Yeah, look at the band. Cedar Walton, Billy Higgins, and Buster Williams.
Billy Higgins. That's all you got to say.
It's a really good band.
Record.
It's pretty straight ahead. It's not like if you're expecting like post bop and something really kind of I don't know what these guys are known for. It's pretty much more a straight ahead bop record, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
And inexpensive. This one I picked up. I thought it was pretty cool. Listening to it, it's kind of smooth jazzy as well. But the thing is, John Patton's on it, but he's not playing organ. He's mostly playing a Rhodes.
Oh wow!
So it's kind of nice to hear John Patton not playing an organ. So the band is it's got the Schnitter.
Nice.
John Patton, George Duvivier, Robin Gordon, who I don't know, and Al Foster. So it's a good band. It mixes up. Some of it's just like trio with vibes, and some of it's more of the band. It's a really good record, though.
They gave it the same cover treatment as the other one with the fuzzy cover.
That one's a little bit better, but yeah, it's probably the same photographer. This is really cool. I like this one a lot. And this is what you expect from Kenny Barron, Billy Hart, Buster Williams, etc.
Yeah,
it's a really nice record. And also maybe I got the promo. I think it was $15.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a great band too.
It's a great record. Well, this is cool. George Duke, Save the Country. It seemed appropriate.
Yeah.
This is on. What's the label? I don't even know what this label is. I've never. Pickwick. It's on Pickwick.
Oh, Pickwick. Yeah.
Pickwick. Oh, there. Anyway, Pickwick Records. This is a funk record. It's pretty fun. You know,
Pickwick did lots of like grocery store reissues.
Yeah, I don't know what this was on before.
How's that one sound?
Huh?
Does it sound good?
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, the audio's fine.
Yeah, George Duke is
just a couple more. This was kind of fun. Another inexpensive ECM. Abercrombie, Dave Holland, and Dejanette.
Yeah, that's being reissued.
Oh, it is
by ECM.
Well, you can probably find a beautiful copy for $10 or less.
I just sold one in my auction, but I see that a lot.
Yeah, I see it a lot too. I kind of like the artist that does those covers. There's like a Eberhard Weber one, and there's just a bunch. They're really cool, beautiful covers. Anyway, this is kind of my favorite. The band is called The Fourth Way, which I've seen a few records by, but I didn't know. But it's Michael White's band, and Michael White is the violin player from The Elements, Alice Coltrane and Joe Henderson's The Elements, and this is amazing. I can't tell you. I put it on, and it's kind of become my favorite record of the month for sure. Maybe the best record of the summer.
Is it
It's a
milestone?
live show.
What's the summer of 1974?
I think it's the summer of 73. Let me see. Something like that. It's from Berkeley.
Brandon, is it a milestone?
No, it's sorry. It's a Harvest, which I never see. Harvest did
Oh wow.
Pink Floyd and Wire and all kinds of different types of bands. It's on Harvest. And I'll tell you where it was recorded.
That is an odd choice for a label.
I'll be checking that out.
It's really good. Oh crap. It's too small. Like the writing looks like hieroglyphics. It's literally fading. And my spider senses aren't working.
Just gotta squint more, man.
Anyway, it's like from 73-ish at a little club in Berkeley, California.
Nice.
And actually the record company or the guys that mixed it was mixed by some guys in Berkeley too.
What was the club there, Brandon?
What
was the club's name?
The Fourth Way is the band. The
Uh-huh.
Sun and Moon Have Come Together is the record. And
Uh-huh.
the band is, I should have told you this. Michael White on violin, Mike Knock on Rhodes, Ron McClure on bass, and Eddie Marshall on drums.
Okay.
So
Eddie
you've
Marshall.
got violin plus a trio.
Yeah, Eddie Marshall used to spend a lot of time here in the Bay Area.
Yeah. Anyway, this it's really good. Like I think it's a record that's not just really good, but like if you put it on at a party, everyone would be like, "Oh, that's really cool." Like, let's keep that on. Anyway, that's kind of
what label is that on?
Harvest. Same as Pink Floyd.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, very cool.
And Wire's Pink Flag and first 3 albums were on Harvest, I think. It's kind of an odd label.
Yeah, more odd for a jazz record, yeah.
Well, yeah, but kind of also odd for a punk record. Like since they did Wire, that first record's a total punk rock record. Anyway, that's it.
More of a prog band, yeah, or prog label rather.
The first one's just stripped down guitar, bass, and drums. It's like,
Jeff, you want to show us the stuff you picked up?
Yeah, did you go to Detroit, man?
Yeah, I went down to Detroit.
Sweet.
Took the day off and drove down. Did pretty good.
I saw the bag with the preview.
Yeah,
that's great.
So I finally found a clean copy of this for cheap. I don't know if you guys know this session.
Yeah, I have this one. Actually, Brandon sent me a copy of this one.
Yeah, it's really
I
good.
had
Really good box
I had
set.
2, so I found a clean copy, and I think I sent that one to you with another record.
Yeah, it's a palm label.
I think it was the Soul Station.
Nice.
So it's second
Those
press.
are beautiful labels.
Second press.
Great.
Mono.
Love Atlantic.
It's a beautiful. I think it's a Lee Friedlander photo too.
So I found this. Talk about Muse. Finally got this. I've been looking for this one.
No, that one's great. I have a copy of that too.
That's cheap heat, Brandon, right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Now
cheap heater.
Go look at what people are paying for this thing on Discogs
It's
right
not
now.
cheap heat anymore.
It's crazy.
It's like getting 35 now, right?
No,
God, I got a Carolina Soul for $5.
Way up.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's
Kiss your ass and do a happy dance.
So found this in Hamtramck, which is like a city that Detroit grew up around. And ran into Breakfast King in that shop.
Oh, cool.
Out of the blue.
And a promo too. That's sweet.
This one's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I found a copy last week of it.
Yeah, look at this.
I gave Mike. That's the original. OG.
Yeah, original VJ.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's their original label.
Yeah, look at the players on it.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Get my hands out of the way.
Which
There you go.
is that? Is it a mono?
Yeah, it's a first press, true first press.
Very nice.
Very cool.
I think that's the one I have, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, it's not the quietest. I mean, it's a little beat up, but you know, it had the wax. It still had the wax paper in it. I cleaned it,
Right.
so it still had the wax paper sleeve. I was happy to find this. So it's got Wynton Kelly, of course, but Philly Joe Jones, Lee Morgan, Wayne Shorter, and Paul Chambers.
Wow.
Like hard bop royalty.
Pretty much.
They recorded a lot on VJ. VJ, when it came out, was a label that usually sidemen will have their chance to record as a band.
Yeah, they kind of abandoned jazz once the Beatles took off because they did the first couple Beatles records.
Yeah, because EMI had no interest in Capitol had no interest in releasing Beatles because they didn't see the potential at the very beginning. So VJ said, "Let's do it." Yeah.
Yeah, I did. You know, I saw it in there. I was like, Wynton Kelly. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
And it was cheap. I found this too. Now this I've been looking for.
Oh yeah.
These records have gotten expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the purple. So I was real happy to find that. And these are tough. This one's a little beat too. When you find these in Detroit, these are the rappers use these records. They're pretty chewed up.
It's a great
there's
cover.
a lot of soul jazz in Detroit. And then I was down at People's downtown, and I did hit a few. They had some nice, clean Liberties in. So this is a Liberty, really good shape.
It's a good. I have that copy.
So yeah, real clean.
I found an OG of that like 3 weeks ago.
So I was real happy to find that. This is the score of the day, though.
Yeah, that's a really good record.
I finally got it.
One of the best.
Yeah. Real happy to find this. I found this in a shop that I don't go in a lot. I was on my way home and decided to hit it. It's in a suburb of Detroit called Inkster is the town. And he had it up on the wall. And cash is king. I didn't pay what he wanted for it. I was real happy to take that thing home. And I found this. I've been grabbing these things when I've been seeing them.
Yeah. Is that Midnight Sun?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a early 60s, so it's a bop date. It's not a soul jazz.
Yeah, I should show you. I have the Japanese pressing that has a really cool cover.
Yeah, so it's got Lou on it, and then Horace Parlin, Ben Tucker on bass, Al Hardwood on drums, and then Ray Barretto on congas. So yeah, pretty cool. I got this. Haven't cleaned this yet.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's one way. This record is amazing.
And it's got and you see these. Usually they're beat up, but I mean, look at that cover. So I had to grab that. It was like $10 in a bin.
Oh, totally.
Oh yeah, this was cool. This is another Liberty.
Oh wow. I rarely find that one.
In shrink. This was at People's. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but this thing was originally $199. Crazy, huh?
That's a while ago.
In the 70s, right?
No, that's the 60s.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
60.
I bet you it was $3.99 and $1.99 was the sale sticker.
Yeah, so yeah, real clean.
Maybe
That's what's kind of cool about Detroit is there's a lot of these the New York labels. There's a lot of New York label records around the city. Found this.
That's a really.
This is another Liberty.
I think anything by Shorter from like 65 to 69.
It's a Blue Bee. So it's got Van Gelder. So I picked it up. So I'm like, I see a lot of these. I've started picking them up when I see them now because they're anywhere from $10 to $40 in Detroit, depending on the title. And the way the prices are going, I figure I might as well grab them now just because that's about the only Van Gelder cuts I can really afford. I mean,
yeah.
You guys know this record?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have that one.
Bobby Hutcherson's on it.
Yeah, it's a first press, 2i. Got it really cheap.
John Handy's cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap
So-
and good.
People have been posting it on the Discord, so I finally found it clean. And then there's this. This is a second press on Cadet.
Got that one. Then.
This thing, yeah,
That's a
this was
nice
like
shape.
$5, but I mean it's unplayed.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a beautiful copy.
Wow.
I mean, look at
Oh,
the
nice.
deep groove. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So the rest that's about it for the like the real good stuff. I mean,
Except for that record behind you. Come on, bro.
oh, this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my score of the summer right here. I love McCoy Tyner.
Yeah.
Absolutely love him. And I've snatched up most of his stuff that's been repressed, reissued, but I found this, I guess, 2 weeks ago at the Ann Arbor Record Show. It is a true second press mono cover with the stereo sticker,
Yeah, that's cool.
and it is near mint.
Mine's a stereo, but I don't know what year.
Yeah,
Look
this
at a
is
promo of that. It's awesome.
just
That's my
killer
favorite.
record.
That might be my favorite McCoy Tyner record. It's so good.
I think I have all the impulses now.
Yeah.
That's your favorite, Chris?
Yeah, I think so.
You have all of the impulses of McCoy Tyner, Rob, or of everybody?
No, yes, of everyone.
Do you?
John Jacob Jingle Schmidt. No,
Yeah.
I have all the McCoy Tyners.
Dave
All right.
Schneider.
Yeah, I have Dave Schnitter. I have
I have all of Dave Schneider's impulses.
There's a lot. There's a lot of impulses.
That's
How
right.
about this, Rob? After you
We need to
recommend,
rein them in, by the way.
oh, hey Jeffrey, I didn't recommend that. I think Chris did.
Yeah, I did. Put your and Rob all the credit for my
all right,
recommendation.
Chris, I bought it
Yeah,
because
you know what?
That's a
'Cause
party
usually
record.
they-
That record's awesome.
Chris,
it's just
Yeah.
fun.
Chris
Yeah.
you usually say stupid shit, so he
You
thought it
say
was something
stupid
smart.
shit. I think I figured out the truth that you're really Sasha's mom.
Found this in Ann Arbor too.
You know.
You guys, complete
What is that?
Thanks for reminding me. I have to go to Sasha's mom after the stream.
Johnny Hammond Smith.
Oh,
the singer.
organ playing.
That's freaking
Yeah,
cool.
it's soul jazz, but it's like in really good shape. I had to buy it for the cover.
I like the
Yeah,
cover.
is he like the Green Lantern, but the
Yeah.
Red Lantern?
That's
Yeah.
exactly it.
Yeah, that's when they didn't said fuck your copyright and they made those covers. Because I want the Freddie McCoy Spider-Man.
Let's see what else I found in there. Here's some of the other stuff from the Ann Arbor Record Show. I found the first press of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But
This is a great record.
I
I've
have
got
the first mono of that, but I always wonder because Mike Ingroove talked up the reissue as being awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I bought this cheaper than that reissue.
Me too, because it's
Yeah,
not a
it's like-
record. But
Yeah.
it was before the reissue came out.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel bad when I say stuff like that because you know a lot of people live near Detroit. You know. It's-
Yeah.
No, we all. It was okay. We all hate you for it anyway.
I don't live near Detroit. I find everything.
You
Well,
do.
you're in the other. You're in LA, so it's the same thing.
LA is
The
amazing.
place to be.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
what
I found this in Ann Arbor too. This was cheap. This is one of those orange status,
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's the one I have too.
and then some OJCs for like $10
Oh.
a pop.
Oh, what's that, Jackie McLean? I haven't seen that before.
That's good. I have that OJC.
It's an old
This
prestige
is
one.
the new jazz.
Oh, nice.
Who's playing with him on that one?
I think you. So Bill Hardman on trumpet,
Yeah.
Mel Waldron and Red Garland switched piano. Paul Chambers and Arthur Phipps. I don't know Arthur Phipps on bass.
That's early,
And then-
Jackie.
Arthur
Yeah,
Taylor.
that's probably 58 or so.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's earlier.
Be careful. Jazz Bum Chris will
Could be-
recommend an Arthur.
Could be
Phipps.
56 or 7.
Yeah.
Those OJCs in the Bay Area are not $10 by any means. Those things are 20, 25 at least.
Yeah, I'm thinking about flipping this. Go pull this up on Discogs. This OJC.
Well, you better do it because the reissue's coming out.
Yeah, I know. It's OJC 006.
Oh, it's from
I paid
82.
$10 for it, and
That's a good deal.
people spend $60 for this thing. It's nuts.
Yeah, but there's the 2014 OJCs currently. You could get that. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
what I have. Yeah, me too. I would definitely flip it.
And then I just, again, you go down to
Always keep it.
People's and you can find these $5 records. Like,
Oh yeah.
I got this right here. I didn't realize that this thing, other than the 6i, this is the only other reissue other than like Analog Productions of this.
Wow.
Dude, that is my favorite Duke Ellington record too. I love that record.
Which is
so
wild
good.
because it's really good.
Yeah.
And if you can't find a 6i, you have to do this thing or
I've got a
pay up to
freaking
the AP.
I got like a minty OG of that I found that a guy had bought in Germany out on an Air Force base. And I guess just had, the whole time.
Well, that's cool.
But they also, I kind of want to buy the Analog Productions to see if it's different,
And if you guys listen to this is like
yeah,
really
that's when he got out
good.
of prison.
Yeah, he's standing right in front of the Beatles as they got off the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's getting off a prison flight.
So it's
I thought it was
green.
Donald Trump.
So this is all $5 stuff that I bought. Oh, I've been following your lead, Rob, in buying anything that Chad's reissuing for $5.
That's a good one. I have that. Love that.
$5,
Wait. Who's on that one?
This is Oscar Peterson trio with Ray Brown and the guitarist.
Was
I
it
can't
Jim
think
Hall?
of his name. But this is before he started playing with the drummer. This
Or
is
it's probably-
Japanese.
It's probably Doug Rainey or Jim Rainey.
Yeah, let's see if I can find it.
Barney Kessel, maybe.
It's not Kessel.
No.
No, Kessel would already be bald by then.
Fair.
Hey man, what's wrong with bald?
Nothing. Nothing.
You would think it would have it on here, but it doesn't.
Oh,
All
well.
right.
I have
Rainey.
This is where we
It's
need
Japanese?
Japanese. You'd look it up right now.
It's Japanese, you said?
Yeah, it's Japanese.
I have the
so
same thing. It's interesting.
$5. So it's like, okay, I'll buy it for $5. This thing, I finally found a clean copy of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a common record, but you do
Yes.
not find it clean in
It was
Detroit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have an
It's-
OJT of it.
That's what it's a
It's
fucking
always
party
me.
record, man.
It's always
good.
be.
It's a party record,
This thing's like near mint.
Nice.
Oh, and then thank you, Rob, for the VCLT.
Oh, yeah.
You threw these
Well,
in a box.
that first one's on the best tape, but the other one's perfect.
So that's my haul.
Nice.
So yeah, we go down to Detroit, and you can buy 20, 25 records for $100. Yeah, all clean. It's really not, So it's good for for someone like me that's just starting out. I can just go and just figure out what I want by blind buying.
Like a place I'd like to dig. That's through the 7 inches.
Yeah.
I'd be there for days.
Peoples,
Yeah,
absolutely. You've seen the Walden.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I know
when-
Lucas. Does he still work there?
Yes, he's still there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they when I was in there today, they had 3 collections walking the door.
Oh, wow.
2 of them they just took right to the dumpster. I mean, because they're in downtown Detroit, so everyone in the city comes to them when they find records
Right.
because it's quick money.
Yeah.
Something, and so it's crazy, and so they price it to move it like they bought this huge jazz collection. I think I've been talking about it on the Discord all summer. They put half of it out. They still haven't put the second half out because they don't have room in the bins.
Oh,
And
problem
I
to
keep
have.
coming in every month, and I'm like, "Where's the rest of it?" And they're like, "We need more people like you to buy more records." So I'm like, "Man."
Oh, I did want to show something because it was part of the. I guess Mike showed this on the
Ooh,
Nice.
the jazz, just one of the talk chats, and it was like $44 or best offer, and I offered him 38, and he took it immediately.
You can sell that for $100 on eBay.
I don't want to sell
easily.
it. I don't want to sell it. It was the only Milestone Henderson I didn't have. So
I wouldn't
Great
sell it
score.
either, Brandon. That'd stay in my shelf.
yeah, I'm keeping all my Joes. In fact, if I sold all of my records, I'd probably just keep the Waldron and the Hendersons. I'd be
That's
okay.
fair.
And I also got, this is fantastic. Eastward.
Gary Peacock.
Gary Peacock did these really good records in the in Japan in the early 70s, like right around 70. He did this one and another one called Voices. And they're just freaking amazing. And it's all Japanese, everybody else except for Gary. This one is Gary Peacock, Masabumi Kikuchi on piano, and Hiroshi Murakami on drums. And Hiroshi Murakami's on like Sadao Watanabe's records, and he's did some stuff. I think he did one with Waldron, but this is really beautiful. This is a really beautiful record, and it's not that expensive. I think this was $35. Unfortunately, it was here. One of the record stores here has a guy, Little Axe, that gets a lot of Japanese records. So you're not having to pay the $30 shipping.
Oh, that's good.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
it probably is $35 everywhere, but shipping is quite pricey if you're getting it from Japan. But anyway, I highly recommend this record too. And Voices, which is not cheap. I think Voices is like at least $100, but Voices is really good too.
Nice.
Hey, I got one more I want to show. Do you guys know this one?
Yeah, I have that. Great.
This
In
record
fact-
is fantastic.
Yeah.
In fact,
And
I
who's
showed
the band again?
Joanne Burkeen's on there. In fact,
Yes.
I showed it that night, and I think we sold 9 copies off of
Is
this.
that the Steeplechase or the Inner City copy?
This is Steeplechase.
Yeah.
Nice.
Found this for $5 in Detroit.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
expensive.
And it's absolutely, this thing has not left my turntable all summer. I bought it about 6 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and it is fantastic. It's like post bop and then a little bit of avant-garde, and then there's some in the pocket hard bop on it. It is really good.
I mean, Steeplechase has a bunch of those records, and they're anywhere from $5 to $30, and some of them are fantastic.
So it's John McNeil on trumpet, Bob Burke on tenor, Joachim Brackeen on piano, Rufus Reed on bass, and Billy Hart on drums.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys, anyone out there sees this, grab it. I cannot stress it.
We sold it out on Discogs that night. There's like 9 copies.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing, it blew me away. Oh, and this is another one. Huh? You guys know this session?
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Which copy is that? Is that the OJC?
Yeah, it's the OJC.
Yeah.
Which is like $60 now or something online.
So it's part of if you get this
Eric Dolphy's on it.
Eric Dolphy, well, if you get this Eric Dolphy twofer called Jazz Waltz, the 2 records in there is The Quest and that record.
Oh, cool.
So that's a cheap way of getting analog versions of those records.
Go support Jerome. Trust me. This guy, this is amazing.
It is.
If you're gonna buy new records, buy these. All right.
And go watch the video we did about it, you bastard.
Oh, you guys dropped a review on it?
How dare you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm a little out of pocket, man. I've been in Detroit all day.
Yeah, and go look at his past catalog. These are not his first and second record. Yes.
Yeah.
I want to get the one where he's got the guitarist, where they're doing the duo. I've been listening to that online.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, is that all analog too?
I don't know which one it is.
Probably not. I think his last 2 or 3 have been analog, but whatever. If you like his music, it doesn't matter, right?
Well, I gotta represent, a little bit, right? No.
So I got to say, I have not been to Detroit in many years, and I think I'm going to be there with my wife for the Packers-Lions game. It's Thursday night football game after the week after Thanksgiving. So I'm definitely gonna do some crate digging then. But
What side are you on? Are you a Packer fan?
Yeah, no, I'm a lifelong Packers fan. I've never seen him play. I've never seen him play Detroit, and I've never seen him play in Detroit, and I've never seen a game in Detroit. So
Ford Field's fantastic.
I can't wait.
You'll have a great time.
Oh, speaking
I
of
will.
which, yeah,
I'm a long time Packer fan also.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
Who said that?
Ditka, God, Bears.
Well, I'm
in
glad
that
the
order.
49ers kicked your butt.
You guys are killing me.
Bears fan.
Yeah.
Felipe,
Go.
hang on.
3 words, Jeff. Go Pack, go.
Oh, don't start,
Blue.
Doctor.
I got this. I got this
I'm
like
with Jeff.
6
I'll go
years
for
ago.
Detroit
I wonder
over
what it's
Pack.
going for now.
But if you reach out through the Discord, we'll put you on the hunt, Dr.
Yeah,
Rob.
let's hook up. Definitely. I don't know. Brandon, you want to go or?
I was just showing the same. This is that Ken McIntyre.
Yeah.
Right.
I
So
picked
that's
it up 5 or 6 years ago for nothing, and it's the blue. I just wondered if the OJC is getting a lot of money. This is the second pressing.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Because that's the Prestige reissue on Blue
Yeah, it's the
Tribal.
second pressing on
Right.
New Jazz Prestige.
All right. What do you got, Dr.
Since I'm
Robert?
still big, I wanted to call out Brandon. This is another Fourth Way record. It's the only Fourth Way record I have. I love Michael White, and it's also on the Harvest label. Jazz.
Is it how many in the band? It's 4, right? It's always a quartet.
Well, I think it's the same group. So let's
Fourth
see
Way I would say it's probably always a quartet.
Yeah, it's a quartet. Eddie Marshall, Michael White, Ron McClure, and Mike Knock.
Yeah, that's it.
So anything I see with him.
How would you describe that record? What do you?
Well, it's kind of I'd call it a little bit free jazz, but it's free jazz with unique instruments, and the main unique instrument being Michael White's violin. I mean, it's I just think he's I buy anything I find that has him on it, and I mean,
I think I'm with you. I'm that's where I'm going to. Anything with Michael White.
Anything. I would love to, so I'm not showing new records. I've shown I haven't been buying because I've got to catch up, but I'm showing a few I've gotten in the last several months. So here's another one. And I also buy anything I find of Nina Simone. And this came out in 1978. It's on CTI Records.
Oh,
and this kind of after her breakdown and rehabilitation. I think, if you watch the documentary about her, she was, she had psychiatric issues. I saw her live in Portland here years ago. She must have been 80, and she was such a wonderful entertainer. She did this thing she had like a brush, and she would walk along the front of the stage, and with the brush, and it was almost like a branch of some tree. She would reach out and touch people in the front row in front of her stage. I mean, such a great performer, as well as civil rights activist, and just an incredible personality. These are a few others I haven't yet put away, and so I'm way behind on that. But this is a Norgran, I think, original press, second cover, second label, I guess, is what I've noted. So it's a lovely copy. This is near mint cover, near mint record.
I dig seeing those old labels like that, like Norgran. Cool.
I'm more about OG stuff than I am about represses, and I'm kind of warming. But I'm behind the curve, I'll say, on represses. But this is another one. This is a French performance, Mary Lou Williams, and she was a woman who I think had more success abroad than she did here at home. This is on a label called Storyville, which I think this may be the only record I have on Storyville. It's one of few, but love her stuff. This has got Buck Clayton.
So he's on trumpet, Buck Clayton on trumpet. And what's the band? Yes. Is it a trio plus trumpet?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess that's right. It's it's Mary Lou Williams, Don Bias, Alvin Banks, Gerard Pochenet, and I don't even know those guys, but Buck Clayton is on here too. So that's a record I've yet to stow away. And then this is one that I had a repress copy and got, I think, this is an OG label on Norgran.
Cool.
Nice.
And this is one, I've shown this on some of my videos. This has, well, actually, it still needs a repair. Golly, I thought I'd already done it. Look at that. So, that's going in the repair pile. But so it's a little bit of a split seam, little bit, but I think that's easily repaired. David Stone Martin cover. I mean,
Yeah, those
so
are
cool.
such cool paintings,
Aren't they?
I almost collect them just for the paintings.
There are records I buy for the cover, and that one I would have bought for the cover regardless. Here's
I like that record.
The Stan Getz.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And that's an original Verve scroll label, 1961. Cool velvet. I'll show one more Stan Getz before I'm done, but a couple of non-jazz records I'll show. This one is one that I found over in France, and this guy is a French performer, I think. It's really mysterious on Discogs. This record, I've played it just recently. It's just down home blues. It is good. And this guy, there's only one other record that I could find on Discogs that has his name. This is on Barclay. No U.S. release of this record. I'm not even sure. I couldn't even really find much history on this guy, Julio Finn. So if anybody knows him, pop it up in comments. And I'll show one more. This is definitely a non-jazz record. And I think this cover is
Allman Brothers.
It's an Allman Brothers, but this is one I would buy for the cover. And this one, I think that cover painting is done by the guy who designed the alien creature in the original Alien movies. Giger, and also did the what was the other album he did? I think it was a
Brain Salad Surgery.
Well, and maybe Dead Kennedys. He did a Dead Kennedys poster too, I think. At any rate, that's one I've had for a while. But I'll show two last things and I'll get out of the way. So
did you say that 2 things ago?
Say again?
Nothing. Never.
No, I got to hear that again.
I said, didn't you say that 2 things ago?
I don't even know what things you're talking about, Rob.
The records you're showing, man. See, it was best to just move on.
You're ready for me to be done. I get it. Okay, so we were at some friends. They hosted us at Yellowstone Ski Lodge a while back. They were very kind, and they played some Stan Getz and Astrid Gilberto. So these are gifts I've bought to them. I have these records in my collection, but I've framed them because they don't have a turntable. But there's an Astrid Gilberto who I'm a big fan of hers.
Oh wow!
And then the Getz Gilberto, and these are not rare records, but these are very pretty covers, and the records don't have to be pretty to hang on your wall. So
yeah, absolutely.
So, and Rob, I think you'll be relieved. I think that is the last I've got.
Hey, Dr. Robert, did you say are you in Portland, Maine or Portland, Oregon?
Portland, Oregon, man.
Oh, well, I'll yell out the window and maybe you'll hear me.
We've got to get together.
Yeah, you should.
I do go record shopping.
Yeah, go to too many records together.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
I still will not go there.
I haven't been in that store.
I have no desire to.
What's the best shop, Brandon?
What's the best shop?
Every day?
No, not at all.
No.
For me, number one is Dig.
What is your favorite?
I would go Dig, Little Axe, Crossroads, Music History, Mississippi. Then maybe Music Millennium. I don't know, because you have to have one.
Millennium's going to be right where John's going to be next week.
Huh?
Music Millennium's going to be right where John Digital Gramophone's going to be next week.
And then maybe Specs. I don't know. Those are maybe tomorrow at number 8. Those are the 8 places I go to.
Okay, yeah, but
Tomorrow
you
is
have like 20
my-
to choose from.
Huh?
There's a lot.
Look, there's like 20 record stores in Portland.
There's 20 record stores in Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
Great.
lot of stores.
There's
I
too
really-
many. There's more.
I really
there's a
like
lot of
Little
bad, there's some that really suck, but
Okay.
there's probably 10 good
Well,
ones.
there are. There's at least. I really like Little Axe. I really like Yesterday, and I really like, Tomorrow, and I really like Dig Records. That's one of my favorites. That's the
Dig's my
closest to
favorite.
where
That looks to
I
be a
live.
consensus. Dig
Yeah.
and Little Axe.
You know, and the owners or the managers there are all great. I like Exiled Records out in
Yeah.
Beaverton now. Have you been there?
Yeah, when
That's
they
one
got
of
the
my
new
favorites.
owner, it seemed like the prices were insanely high. I don't know.
You got to check out his Beaverton. Go to the Beaverton, not the one on
Okay.
Hawthorne.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one
go
on
to
Hawthorne.
Beaverton.
I don't even go there anymore.
Let's go to Meow
Yeah,
Wolf.
the Beaverton.
Found
Yeah,
good Little Axe.
What?
the Hawthorne one. The Hawthorne one
Okay.
is kind of dried up, but the Beaverton one is still good. And yeah, there's a lot of good ones, but those are my favorite. I also like Clinton Street Records. That's another one I really
Oh
like.
yeah, I don't really go there very often, but it's not bad.
I like it. I like it. Yeah.
That was the
Uh.
first episode of the Jazz Bums Portland Minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Portlandia.
if you ever get up here waxed, I'll return your favor and I'll take you to my favorite Portland store.
I
Don't
t- I
threaten
already
me,
told-
Dr. Robert.
I already told Rob I would take him to record stores.
Don't threaten
Okay.
me, Dr. Robert.
Yeah.
We can go as a team. We can go as a team.
All right.
We'll show no mercy. We'll show no mercy.
Okay, guys. Before I go, I just have one to show. It's from a guy from Detroit. I know it's not any cheap heat or cool, crazy stuff, but I think it's a decent one. I've never seen that before, and I grabbed it last week. This guy here.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh,
Very
very
nice.
nice.
What's
I
the
like
stamp say? What's the stamp?
This
Ask
sealed.
Clark to play record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is 1546. It's Taz Jones' third volume. Although there's no volume 1 and volume 2. Volume 1 is actually the Detroit Junction, like was reissued earlier this year, right, or last year. And volume 2 is the Magnificent Ted Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this record has 5 tracks, and 2 different bands. The first band is a sextet with Ted Jones, Benny Powell on trombone, Gigi Bryce alto sax, Tommy Flanagan, George Duvivier, and Elvin Jones. And the last track, the only standard they play, I Got a Crush on You, is played as a quartet. It's a leftover from Volume 2 with Ted Jones, Barry Harris, Percy Heath, and Max Roach.
Very nice.
This record came out in 1957. This is a true first press with the deep groove, address, flat edge, and everything. And I was kind of lucky to find this one, and very unexpected, and I was very happy. And one more Detroit connection today.
Yeah.
And out of the 3 volumes, to be honest, this is my favorite. I think it beats even the volume 2 to my taste, and I think I hope they put it as a tone poet or something, because there's not many reissues of this one.
That'd be awesome. I'm sure they will if they have it. If
It's
they
kinda
can.
hard to find this one. Let me check here when the
Did
last
Music
one.
Matters didn't do it. Then, right?
No, Music Matters just did volume 2.
Because Classic Records did it. That's what I have there. That one.
Yeah, that's the classic record. Let's see.
Well, that means the tape exists.
That would be a good tone poet.
That'd be a nice tone poet. I agree with you. That'd be a very nice tone. Yeah, the last one is a classic records from 2006, and it goes for a couple hundreds. The first one, I don't even know how much it goes for, but probably for
Couple thousands.
a couple dimes there.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful record. Tommy Flanagan. That's let's make justice for Tommy Flanagan. We kind of crapped on him last week, but no, yeah, it's beautiful playing by Tommy Flanagan on this record. I truly dig it. You find a copy, or if you want to get a reissue, whatever. I think it's probably the best Ted Jones on Blue Note.
What is the label? What is the label on that one?
It's a 47 West 63rd, New York 23.
Oh wow, very nice.
It's heavy as fuck. Super heavy. And it plays well. Yeah, usually in those very first press in the 1500 series, they had that flat edge. It's just like a new HQR.
Yeah.
They're very flat and heavy. And yeah, that's a Detroit guy that I was lucky to find. I got some more stuff. I mean, you guys probably saw the HQRs, which surprised me. Very positive. I think I truly like those UHQRs. They sound amazing. Not only soundless, but I think the way they position the instruments, it feels really good. It feels like you're there, sitting in the table right there. That's Chad's last one. Is a little bit more wide band, I found. This one sounds more warmer, closer, more intimate. It sounds like a band in a club. I truly like the UHQR. The packaging, beautiful. The covers are matte, so they don't get the fingerprints. That stuff is pretty cool. It's really
Well, the covers got to be better than the shitty ones they put in the AP box. I hate those things.
Oh yeah.
Is it Felipe? Is it Sunday at the Village Vanguard or Waltz for Debbie, or is it both?
Both. They they released both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Chad his next one? Chad teased his next UHQR this week.
What did he say?
So it's on the presses, and he said it's very limited.
It's typically a rock record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a rock record.
Mm-hmm.
Meh.
Yeah, just don't do a Steely Dan Greatest Hits, please.
It's probably like Donald Fagen or something.
Yeah.
It's got to be something he's already pressed as a 45.
Dude, it goes with Donald Fagen.
Oh, he said it's 33, Rob.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I heard it's going to be, or potential that was the Who's Next.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that will sell like in 5 minutes, I think.
That's like my favorite record almost. I love that thing.
That'll be a great one. Really, really.
I hope it's not 5,000.
Because
that would be gone in a heart, like you said, in a heartbeat.
Oh, the Bob Marleys were like 3,000, right, or less. How many was the Bob Marleys? I think they're like 3,000, 1,500 or so.
Yeah, I think it was less than 2.
There were only 3,000 of the Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Well, they crashed his website. His crummy website went down for that one.
Yeah. Yeah, get a subscription, guys. All you need is a phone call, and you still get a low number.
True.
I wonder if they fixed their security issues.
Huh?
What were the numbers on yours?
162 and 164.
Nice.
I think the lowest I've ever got were, I think my kind of blue 45 was like 108 or something.
Yeah.
Well, you're
speaking of low numbers, Felipe got me something.
What was that?
I'd love to see how this connects to low numbers.
I gotta find it.
This one's so much better in rehearsal.
Yeah.
It's all about the prep, Rob.
I forgot about this. Felipe sent me this.
Ah, nice.
And it's amazing. And it is number 15.
And
wow.
And Brandon.
Yes.
Sounds much better than the Free Slave.
They're pretty equal. As far as you mean sound quality or the music?
Sound quality.
My Free Slave is like mint.
So is mine's mint too. I'm just saying the recording for the Free Slave, it's virtually the same band, 3 months apart. 3 months apart. But they
both sound really good on my system. They both sound pretty great. This does sound really good. I don't know. I haven't A and B'd them because as soon as I got this, I started playing this. But it is nice when you consider what's the Free Slave getting, like $300.
3.
And you get
yeah.
one record, and this is
Yeah.
like around 100, and you get 3 records. So
3. Yeah.
Was that a
Yeah,
remix?
I bought mine from Canada, I think a year ago or something like that.
Yeah, I got mine from Europe.
anyway,
But I've seen it a few times.
if you wanted Roy Brooks live and you didn't want to pay a lot of money, go find this.
It's
Yeah,
the same club, same band, like months apart.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a different place. It's like 6 months apart.
Yeah, but it's the same place. It's that Left Bank Club in Baltimore.
Oh, okay. It's a similar band. They're both in 1970.
Yeah, 6 months apart.
Anyway, I love it. I love them both, but for your money, definitely the reissue is very, very, very good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I think everyone needs to pull out a Detroit Connection record now.
Oh, sure.
Well, you just did, Brandon. Roy Brooks.
Well, I got more.
Well, yeah. I was going through Motown bins today too.
Bro. Oh, I don't know if I ever showed this. Let me find it.
Something else.
Man, the silence is deafening.
Well, say something, jackass.
Yeah, you're the one that talks.
Okay.
Drum roll.
Here. As you can see, Chris has mistakenly switched his marijuana for cocaine. And
Oh, I can't find it. I was listening to a Motown comp that my parents bought like in 1984, I think, that my dad had at his house when he passed, and I finally listened to it. It's fucking awesome. It's like 4 LPs. I think it was like the 25th or 30th anniversary or something of Motown then. So probably 25th. This is really good.
That's a label that needs a good reissue series.
Well, I think they're reissuing some of them right now, actually. Or they're fixing
Elemental.
them.
Elemental is doing
Yeah.
adaptations.
But I mean, I'll tell you what, that 4 LP box for that anniversary set's fucking fantastic. It's got every song you'd want to hear, pretty much. I mean, as far as hits go.
Well, yeah, most of their records are. They did singles, so
exactly.
all the records are comps, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That era. I don't really like 45, so having a compilation like that sounds pretty good is great.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. I know I said this last time. I still play this record every week.
Yeah,
it is
This is
so
awesome.
damn good.
This is freaking good.
It is so. Everyone should just go drop this. What is it? $70?
Probably cheaper now.
You can probably get it for less right now.
You probably get it for everyone should have this record. It is so good.
I agree. Now you can get that if you go on the UDiscover site and use the UMG 30 code, you can get that for 30% off. So
It's one of the best live records I've ever heard by far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what do you think about the Tone Poet version?
Well,
That's what he held up, you moron.
I know. I'm saying compared to the other version.
The version I had before of the one record, was a Liberty. I didn't have an original.
It's a New York. It's a New York, Brandon.
I have that.
It was a New York. I have it.
Yeah.
I have the twofer from 76.
Oh no, I had another one. Or
Okay.
Okay.
My other copy is in New York, and it doesn't come close to Tone Poet.
No, the Tone Poet sounds better.
Yeah,
but I never had an original.
The twofer from 76, which actually is stuff, the unreleased stuff from the first two.
Right.
And
Yeah,
that stuff to me sounded the best out of all of them. Because I had a digital 80s pressing of it, of the first two. But definitely the Tone Poet's better.
The Tone Poet sounds amazing to me. On my system, it sounds great.
Yeah. And,
Here's a question. Go ahead, Felipe.
No, just gonna say it's great, and the booklet is amazing. The things that are on the booklet are great.
Everything about it. And honestly, they did one of the early Tone Poets, the introducing Kenny Burrell on mono, and it's one of the best sounding Tone Poets I've ever heard.
I agree.
And then they did this on mono, and they also did an 80th on. They did that Yuta Hip, and with Zoot Sims.
Yeah, fantastic.
The mono Tone Poets and they just sound really good.
Yes.
Right here.
So I think they should do more
Okay.
monos.
Yeah, I agree with you, Brandon. I play this all the time.
Well, the city did more 1500 series.
Yeah, and it's so what I think Kevin Gray does better than anybody else is percussion and drums.
Yeah, Kenny Clark is amazing on this.
He does. Kevin Gray knows how to get drums and
but I think on this introducing Kenny Brown, especially the sound of the congas, you can really
the congas in that
you can
record.
feel the finger tapping. It's amazing.
It's so he's so good at drums. He did what is it? What's the Herbie Hancock tone poet did?
His second record, My Point of View.
My Point of View. The drums on that are
dude, how about I'll tell you what sounds amazing is Inventions and Dimensions. That 80th series is fucking crazy sounding.
That's just a great sounding, simple.
Oh my god!
It's only it's like it's a very simple record that sounds.
Yeah, it's congas.
Even the, but you're right. It does sound fantastic because I have that one and I have an early pressing.
Yeah, I know. I have an OG that one. It's already great from the get go. But this 80, the music matters. What Kevin does with extracting the best, keeping them warm but detailed at the same time. That's
the one thing about that I like about Kevin. Like the music matters is the way the drums sound. I don't feel like other things sound better than the originals, but the drums do.
That's fair.
That's how I feel.
Have you guys seen that Willie Bobo version of that? The Succotash?
Well, that is actually it's the Herbie Hancock.
It's the same record.
Repackaged.
Yeah, that's actually I have that one with the big beam.
Yeah, I just bought it. I don't know what I did with it.
It sounds great, but the Dimensions and Inventions 80 sounds really good.
Yeah,
and you can get it for $25 probably.
Yeah, it's hard to go wrong. That just like records like this one, I think Sidewinder too. It's hard to find a bad copy of Sidewinder.
Mm-hmm.
Search for the New Land. I think maybe because the sound is so delicate and good. A record that sounds really good is Conquistador by Cecil Taylor.
Yeah, Cecil Taylor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite Cecil Taylor too. I love that record.
That's interesting. When he was invited to play for Blue Note, record those sessions. First, they
speaking of Cecil Taylor,
in his first session, right? So he was a big fight because he was a piano player, and Van Gelder would cut as he always did, like put piano down, put drums and horns super loud. He got really pissed. He said, "I'm not going to record another one. I don't go in the same room as that guy." He really complained to Wolf. It was really, really bad. And then he talked to Rudy to record as Cecil wants, and that's why Conquistador sounds so much different and much better than his first one.
What's his first one?
Oh, I forgot the name. The one with the color cover, Chris.
Unit Structures.
Yeah.
Unit Structure.
Yeah.
How about that?
Which I love that one, but if you pay attention, the piano is really buried in the mix compared to Conquistador. Conquistador is much more clean sounding, piano focus, more balanced thing. And
we've talked about Rudy's horrible piano recording at times,
Yeah. So in that case, probably Manny was on purpose. He put louds and drums, horn to make the thing exciting and present and loud and compressed and all that.
Yeah.
So, does anyone have like an RBG cut of Sonny Clark Trio? And if they compared it to the Tone Poet, because I think that's one of the better sounding Tone Poet.
No, I had a 71 UA of that one.
What do you got there?
Cecil Taylor with Tony Oxley.
Oh,
nice.
That's a cool cover.
There's a cool cover.
Yeah, it was limited to 475 copies.
Yeah,
that's
braggy.
Yeah. By the way, the Cecil Taylor book, a biography by Phil Freeman, is available. It's already out, and it's an amazing book. Everybody should get a copy of that book.
Did you read it yet, Felipe?
Yeah, I got a preview copy.
We should do a video about it.
Huh?
Do a video about it.
Yeah, it's on the works, Chris. I got another one in the can. Hopefully within this weekend. We're going to be doing a 3-part on Joe Henderson, just like as I did with the Lee Morgan.
Here's
Nice.
a great
That'll be kick-ass.
bargain, Cecil Taylor with Mary Lou Williams.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
He's on Pablo.
It's on Pablo. It's a live show.
It's a live
two
show.
pianos. And I'm trying to remember. There's an interesting story. Like nobody wanted.
No, they hated each other.
No, I think nobody wanted to play with Cecil Taylor, and she's like, "I'll do it" or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they fought. They fought on during the.
Rob probably has this one. The Steve Lacy's first record on Prestige, the one with the yellow cover, right? You have
Yeah, where he's setting.
Okay,
he's setting, yeah.
So Steve Lacy, by those days, he was starting. He was a young guy. He was starting. He started playing with Cecil Taylor in his band.
Yeah.
They were playing the 5-spot, and he is on Cecil's first records, right?
Okay.
But when he signed with Prestige to record his own, Prestige said, "No, this guy cannot play any record." That's why Cecil Taylor is not on Steve Lacy's first record. It was a label thing. The label forbid him.
You know, if you watch that documentary, it's on YouTube. When that record, record that came out for Record Store Day with both of them, they shot this documentary during that concert. And there's also a show that he did with Max Roach.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what he said is him and Steve Lacy they played together, but they really weren't friends.
No. It was like this chemistry thing. They would go play well together, like supporting, but they were not like the best friends.
Yeah.
I think Cecil Taylor, a little bit of a spiky guy, right? Knew what he wanted, very creative.
He grew up in an interesting family. He was he came from a wealthy family. He has many he had like white relatives living in rich people in Massachusetts. His mother worked in acting, so he was into art a lot. So that's why he would put like performances, not necessarily playing music, just acting or painting or doing stuff. And people sometimes kind of, well, the guy goes there. I came to the concert, he's not playing the piano and stuff like that. But he would put an act, you know.
But that was Felipe. He was gay, right? But was he
Oh
out?
yeah.
Yes, he was.
Was there any other jazz performer that was out and gay?
Openly, as far as I know, no. But for sure, there was more people, right?
What about
when did he come out though? In the 70s, or was he always out?
Cecil Taylor, late 40s, 50s.
Yeah. Oh, he was out he's a trailblazer.
Yeah, he was a young guy. He started playing a lot at night, playing gigs. He went to school, the New England Conservatory. So he had an amazing background. He was a fantastic musician, but he was very experimental. I mean, he wanted to play with textures and
that album on his first album on Contemporary. I think it's his first. That's pretty standard stuff. I mean, it's really good.
It's a really good record.
Yeah.
Yes. It's very like tamed, quote unquote record.
That's one Chad should do for Acoustic Sounds.
Yeah, right.
Not going to, but
but you know, he was a big fan of the old guys. He was a really big fan of Duke Ellington. Was one of his biggest influence, Duke Ellington. Monk, he loved those guys, but his idea, his goal was not trying to play like them. He wanted to use those concepts, use what he learned from them, what I liked about them, and express himself. Hints of that, but he wanted to express himself in his own way. He doesn't want to borrow anything when it came to perform. You know, when it came to the foundation, the writing, the process, maybe, but performance-wise, he wanted to be himself always.
Well, him and Mary Lou Williams is a very unusual, right? Very
the story I heard is during that thing they did not get along.
Distinct connection, yeah. What about openly gay guys? Gary Burton, openly gay jazz players. There's another.
The first time I saw him was 1973. Cecil Taylor.
We're talking Cecil Taylor.
Cecil Taylor unit at Keystone Corner. It was with Jimmy Lyons and Andrew Sorrell. He played 2 weeks at the venue there. There was literally no more than 10 people in the audience at any given night. I was there 7 days of the 2 weeks. I've seen him at least a dozen times in different contexts, solo, trios,
Amazing.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
Good stuff.
he was
That was
amazing
all in the Bay
performer,
Area.
one of my favorite of and Braxton and Cecil Taylor are probably the two that I have probably the most in my collection or in my previous collection. The stuff on it he did on FMP is by far the more strong, the strongest stuff he's ever done. Or the stuff on Leo Records too.
Yeah. And he was always good in picking his rhythm section, right? His bass and drums. I think that's quite an interesting characteristic, especially in the 60s. I find when he started playing with Andrew Cyril a little bit, that was quite an interesting mixture. And I think, yeah, he was really good at picking what he really wanted from different musicians.
Well, he played the piano as a percussion instrument.
Exactly.
He taught as a percussion instrument.
Yeah.
And it's similar to what Don Pullen did too.
Exactly.
And Myron Milford in that same vein.
Yeah, and what you can get in the last Amado Freitas record that came out earlier this year, he plays a lot. He plays his percussion things like over the strings, and he plucks strings. He plays that. It's in that range as well. It's a really interesting record.
I remember seeing him at Yoshi's, and I guess there was I don't remember the context that he would played in, but there was a group in front of us. They obviously they didn't know who they were coming to see. They were just like, "Oh, let's go see some jazz," and they read in the paper that he is a MacArthur Genius Award winner.
Wow.
Oh, we got to go see him. And then he comes out dancing and doing, typical Cecil Taylor poetry and chanting. And these people just did not have a clue what he was up to. So it did not last very long. They ended up walking out. And that's one of his comments was, I don't play for people that, leave. I play for the people who stay.
That's Yoshi's. That's in Oakland, right?
Yeah, it started. Well, the original one was on Claremont Street in Oakland, and then they moved to Jack London Square, and it's still there, but they really don't do jazz anymore.
Oh.
They tried to do a San Francisco venue, and that kind of crashed.
Yeah.
I think right around that 2008 downturn or whatever.
Yeah.
I lived down the street from them for a while. I thought they were on Shattuck. They're not on Shattuck?
No.
No. They're close. They're in the neighborhood.
Claremont crosses College Avenue in Oakland.
I know Claremont. Yeah, I know Claremont. Yeah.
Yeah, someone's opening a new club in Detroit. They're putting a lot of money into it, rehabbing a whole building and everything.
Yeah.
Hopefully it sticks.
Yeah, it's hard.
There we go. Mark Murphy. Someone just had someone just mentioned the openly gay jazz musician.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost Dave, and he hasn't come back yet.
He's probably gone. He's probably done for.
No, he sent me he asked me to send that link to get that Guy Like a Dog Quartet record, and he said, "Oh, I left to go purchase it." And he said, "I'll be back." So
there's Mike. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
There's the notes.
Hey, Mike.
Where's the tones at?
Oh no! Are you going to work on your Mazzy impression?
Different color wine though.
What's going on?
What have you been up to, man? You got some new stuff, or what you been listening to?
Yeah, I got some new stuff. Oh, that Robin told me about this on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I ordered it that night and it arrived today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I after getting the OG, I did order that. So Sundays or Modern Harmonic has that on sale.
Yeah.
The double LP.
She was a friend of mine.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It was fun. It was funny because and I had never mentioned this because she never really talked about it. but the person that wrote the liner notes, I mean, well, the musician Jennifer Leatham, who wrote like a blurb on the back, talks about how she got in contact with Jessica Williams, and she talks about when she was like transitioning. That's when she got in contact with Jessica Williams, and a lot. I guess I don't think that many people knew that Jessica Williams had transitioned, and I didn't know until my friend, one of my guys in the listening group that I used to be in, was in a grocery store in the East Village, and he had a Jessica Williams CD in his hand, and some guy just comes up to him and starts talking to him and telling him about it, and he was going, "Okay, yeah, that's nice," but
Right, that's weird.
Yeah, a friend of mine said the same thing, and then he asked me what I was going to do, and I said, "Well, I was going to go see Jessica Williams, who was going to be playing at Stanford, Stanford University," and he said, "Oh yeah, Jennifer transition." And I go, "Oh, really?" I kept on going, "Yeah, right, Paul." Yeah, it's like because I used to see she used to play at Keystone. She was the house pianist at Keystone Corner for years.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
With Dexter Gordon and all the other.
I mean, I guess this is the 25th record that I have.
Is there bonus material?
There's a solo. Yeah, there's a solo performance, and that was unissued, and I guess there's one
where she sang.
Well,
she talks things over a song.
Mm-hmm. So
she used to do that in her performances.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And you were talking about Yoshi's. She on you can probably find these on this label called Max Jazz. She did some really great live performances from Yoshi's with I think it was Ray Drummond on bass. I can't remember who was on drums, but they're excellent. And if you could find those, And then like late in her career, she had her own website, and you could just go to her website and just buy stuff, order directly from her, and it was great. That's I bought most of my stuff directly from her.
Yeah. Well, when I met her, she was living in Capitola down near Santa Cruz.
Yeah,
that's where I first friends with her. Yeah.
I think she when I started listening to her, she only played the East Coast once. She played. I think at Rutgers they had a women's jazz festival. That was probably the last time she came to the East Coast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's originally from Baltimore, I think.
Yeah. I think she went. She might have even gone to like Peabody. Coming up the conservatory there.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. And then what else? Oh, I picked up this. This is a Richie Bayrick on ECM.
Oh, okay.
That is really good. With George Merez and Jack DeJohnette on drums. And this, it didn't cost that much, but it's one of the best Richie Bayrick recordings. I think it's the German pressing on ECM. And where is it? Yep. And if you can find it, I recommend it. What else did I have? Anything else? Yeah. Oh, I got the Jerome today too. Also.
So Felipe, where is he? Is Felipe around? It's his company, but he's got a lot of sponsors. There's a high-end audio company.
Yeah, he's really into. Sorry, Nicole. Jerome is really into audio. He's really well connected. He likes gear. He knows his stuff. So he was coming. I mean, his last releases, they were gearing more towards that. I think it was just a matter of making the connections and getting the cash to get started with that. And his label will be open to other artists as well, not only his.
That's good.
Not only his release, yes, for sure. And speaking of releases, today there was a record called Mondial. The last Pat Martini record came out today. I haven't listened to it. It's an acoustic guitar on nylon strings. It's really interesting. He's playing his own compositions. He's playing some covers. It's really like it's a solo record, kind of very laid back, very slow, like late night kind of thing. It's really interesting. He bought this instrument, this specific acoustic guitar. He was incorporating throughout his tour the last 2 years, and then he ended up like writing a whole record based on that. It's beautiful. You guys should definitely give it a listen to that. It came out today. It's called Mondial.
Elliot's nearby. Elliot and Mr. Mazzy's around.
Have you guys seen that young saxophone player, Sarah Hanahan?
Yeah, I was listening to I was actually listening to that today. I was listening to the when I was actually on the subway. I downloaded it and I was listening to it on my iPhone. And you know, I haven't finished. I haven't gotten through all of it. It sounded really good.
I like watching her play at Smalls on the YouTube feeds. I noticed that young pianist that the Jazz Bums interviewed, the one who played with Rufus Reed, the Michael Fremer record.
Kaylin Gardello.
She's in his her quintet now. She's a pianist. He's the pianist. So there's a new YouTube video up on where they're all playing together. It's really good. She likes to screech though. She like really Jackie McLean.
Sorry, I had beans for dinner.
And speaking of saxophone players too, I think next year on JMI we're gonna see a record by Muriel Grossman. They signed and she's recording in the fall with them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't have any of her stuff. What should I pick up of hers?
Go anything on RR Jams. You're gonna like it.
Anything on what?
RR Jams.
RR Jams.
Yeah. So the best labels for this type of music, really more modern stuff. They're in Finland, right, Mike?
Oh, you're muted, Mike.
Oh, there's Estonia.
Yeah, Estonia. Yeah.
Estonia. Yeah. It's really good. I mean, the quality of the covers, the pressings, the records, it's high. So this year they had the Organic Pulse Ensemble, then the latest Braja record, Soft Power. They came with a reissue. It's really good. RR Jams has really great stuff in there. Highly recommend a label to search for.
So what's the record to start on JMI? I mean, they're really eclectic, right, in their releases.
I think it depends on what you like. I think JMI 1, the Steve Wilson record, is pretty good. I really like Ray Angry 1.
Okay, I've listened to that. I like the guitarist too, the Norwegian guy.
We just recorded with him. The interview should be coming soon.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm going to have to get off. I was going to get off a little earlier, but I wanted to hear Mike's stuff. Cool to see you again, Mike. And I love this stream. I wanted to say I love this stream. I always learn stuff here, so it's just such an informed group. So really enjoy it. And I've got two things on my plate. I've got a lost cat.
Oh no! Where did Kitty go?
I know, we don't know. She'll come back. She gets nervous when there's a crowd, and I've got a flat tire. So yeah, I got shit to do. So
shit to do.
Your life sucks, Dr. Robert.
I do the best I can, but you're right. There are always challenges, man.
Is the cat chip? Is the cat chip? But the cat's probably in the house, right?
Usually, but not right now. So
we're fixing the flat.
I'll give follow up. I'll give follow up the next time I'm on.
Oh, good. Okay.
I know everybody's on the edge of their seat.
Yeah, for me especially. I'm a cat lover.
Take
Yeah,
care.
I am actually kind of nervous because that stuff freaks me out.
Take care, guys. I think it'll all end well.
Yes.
Yeah.
See you,
Hey.
Dr. Robert.
Oh, Rob, and her Muriel's last record came out last year. Was on Third Man. You can
Yeah, I
find it on-
see it. Devotion.
Yeah,
Which
it's a
is
re-
better? Which is better, Devotion or Union?
They're different. Get both, or get Devotion because it's more, her more recent stuff. You know, that's what you could expect for, and it's probably cheaper, right?
I don't know. I'm still
Oh,
looking.
no.
Hey, Brandon had mentioned Masabumi Kikuchi a while ago, and then not too long ago I picked this one up. This is his final recording, final studio recording. It's a solo performance, and this is really good. I actually started paying attention to him like when he started playing with Paul Motion's group. And you know, I think I first saw them at the Village Vanguard, and that's when I really started paying attention to his playing. But this is really good. It's got a lot of standards on there, and this is on Red Hook Records, which is when I saw Red Hook, at first I thought it was out of Brooklyn, but they're it's a European label. Because I picked something else up from them. This one came out this year. This is Wadaleo Smith.
Oh yeah, I have them.
Yeah, Amina Claudine Myers, and this is really good. This is the Central Park mosaics of reservoir, lake, paths, and gardens, and this is excellent. This is one of my favorites of the year so far. So, it's just those two, and she plays. Amina Claudine Myers plays the piano and the Hammond B3 on this.
Oh, quick ass.
Yeah, and when it first, now they have. When it first came out, they ran out of stock really quickly, but they did a repress, and it should be pretty much easily available now.
Is that a We Jazz mic?
This is Red Hook Records.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an EU label.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where do you get that in the States, Mike? Dusty Groove?
I ordered that from Dusty Groove. Yeah,
I think yeah.
Yeah.
If you can find on Dusty Groove, Force Explorer is going to have it.
Yeah, I think I got mine from Bandcamp initially.
Yeah. And then Felipe said something. You mentioned We Jazz. I posted this on Instagram a couple of weeks ago.
Terrific.
This is on We Jazz, and this is a group out of I believe Helsinki, and they're really good. I have to get I believe their first album. I think it's been repressed, but this is really good. This is really good. And that's basically most of the stuff that I've gotten recently. I've got a bunch of stuff that I bought from Japan, and I've got a shipment of records coming in from Japan on Monday. Like I ordered a Lester Young Teddy Wilson that was on Verve. I got a Japanese copy of that because I went to Face Records, and I ended up I bought about 6 records, and from I think all of them except for one, there's like winning bids of like $1 to $3.
Nice.
So so it makes the shipping and stuff like that a lot easier.
Yeah, their shipping's about $6 a record.
Right. Once you pay the first one, which is usually like it'll be like
$20
$18 or $23. If you get a double album, it's $23.
Yeah.
And then the single is 18, and then it goes to 6. And then if you buy like more than I think it's 5 or so, you get another discount on top of that.
Yeah. I would like to do another face like purchase. I did the last time I did it. It took me about 3 weeks. I just kept buying shit like when the auctions went out for 3 weeks, and they just send you a new invoice like every Monday.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, how do you get them to hold everything until you
just you win the auction for it, and then they just hold it and they'll send you an invoice. And if you wait like longer than 3 weeks, they'll cancel your shit. But
you just don't pay immediately when you win the auction, and then the following day you look in your like eBay thing, and the price has already been adjusted, and then you pay.
Yeah. So I think I bought like 10 records from them, 10 or 12 records from them, and I got some really good like the Curtis Fuller stuff, like the what is it? Anyway, I got some like some Savoys and shit like that, reissue, Japanese reissues that would usually be like $60-$80 records, and I got them for like $6 a piece, and they were like near mint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like stuff like the Verve stuff that I really don't want to, I see and I want, and I really don't want to just go around looking for, OGs or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like a great resource. Like the Lester Young Teddy Wilson.
Oh.
I don't want to go around looking for like a clean copy if,
Right.
They had it. It was $1, and there you go. No one bid on that. I was like, great.
Yeah. I like the Japanese reissues. I mean, if I had my way, of course, I'd rather have a US OG or something, but something they probably sound a little better. But man, it's hard to beat the price and the availability and all that,
Yeah, I mean, they're the Victor 70s Riverside reissues are really good.
Yeah. I think I got what did I get? I got a Prestige the Kenny Drew Trio.
Mm-hmm.
That I think that came up to like $5 because one person had bid on that.
Yeah.
And I got the copy of that. So
did you guys see that Meon has got a New York drop location now?
Oh, is that right?
But they're charging American prices now.
Yeah, I got something coming from them. I ordered something from them.
$6 to ship, but it's like it's $60 a record. So
Eddie, real quick, to Jerome Sabah, if you want to order, just order it from his website, Analog Tone Factory.
Yeah, I mean he ships it out like pretty quickly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm with you on that, Mike. On like those Clef and Norgram. I see them, but they're just beat the hell. I mean, they're from the 50s.
Yeah, if they're not, they're kind
of.
But
when you do find them clean, they sound amazing. But you gotta dig for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd much rather go after.
Or just pay up on Discogs for them,
Yeah, I won't do that. I can't do it. I know I just can't buy online, man.
Really?
Let me see what happened. Let me see what I got from you.
Your world becomes your record store.
Exactly. True.
Yeah. I think when I get the collection to a certain point, you're going to start seeing me buy more and more on Discogs. But right now I can have fun going to the stores.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to take off.
Well, bye.
Later.
Bye-bye.
All right. Have fun.
Though I do like eBay though. I like the action in those auctions.
Do you really?
I like the ones that don't have any action like Mike.
I use auction here. I set a price and I walk away and then don't worry about it.
I'm a sniper. I snipe.
Oh, I do too. I have it down to the 3-second one.
Yeah. There's a couple that live about 2 hours north of me in the middle of Michigan, like on the way up, like in the middle of rural Michigan, and they do auctions every week of 6 to 7 jazz records called Meadow Road Records. I'm going to tip everyone off now in the VC, but definitely check them out on eBay. They need more business. I'll show you something I just won from them.
Well, I just bought this one on eBay. I mean, on Discogs.
What is that one?
The George Lewis Douglas Stewart.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
I don't know where it from.
I just won this from him on eBay. Let me get it out.
Oh man.
I mean, look at this thing.
Do you put those sleeves on all your records? The Japanese?
Yeah. All my I have 3 dogs, man. I gotta seal up my good records.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Look at that.
Oh, nice.
So check them out.
How much did that set you back?
This, I think it was maybe $30.
That's not bad.
And this is the one on the Discord where I put the pole up to tear the shrink off. It wasn't shrink. I was going to tear I was just kind of curious on what people's opinions on that were. The shrink was coming off.
Tear it off.
But yeah, you know, if you're in eBay auctions, check out Metal Road.
Look at that, man.
Check them out on Instagram. Actually, you can follow them on Instagram. They literally do 5 auctions a week.
Cool.
Some of their stuff goes, but but it's all OG. Everything's
I sold a ton of records on Rob's auction over the last 2 weeks. Man, I probably sold like a crate and a half. Like 60, 70 records at least. It was nice.
How much you got left?
I don't know, 2,000, 2,500 probably. Shit, easily.
I
want to, I do want to over time, like, just cycle shit, like there's some stuff that you listen to 2 or 3 times and like, that's pretty cool. But if I'm not going to listen to something for 5 years or something, like if I just, you know what I mean? Like it just,
Well, just get into a habit, Chris. You finally did it. Yeah. And so every year do this, pull 100 records and sell them.
Well, I've sold before on Rob's auction 3 or 4 times. I've probably sold 3. I mean, between that and Discogs, I've probably sold 300-400 records in the last 2 or 3 years. So
9,000 records.
Damn.
You sold your whole collection at once?
Well, it was the divorce agreement, so.
So what'd you do? Did you just sell them all to a shop and then that was it?
I took a place in Oakland called Grooveyard Jazz.
Yeah.
I took it on consignment.
Oh, okay.
In fact, and still occasionally we'll get money from them 20 plus years later.
Seriously, that's crazy. Have you ever gone to look at the stuff that was yours and buy it back?
No, I don't refuse to do that. I just stopped in there about a week ago or so. Yeah. I went to Stranded over there in Oakland.
Yeah.
Had a couple pre-orders, so I said, I'll go stop and see Rick Ballard. And what did I pick up from them? I bought something, but it was a horror. I think it was a horror record, horror label. Where did I do with it? I'll go find it.
Mike, did you get Plum?
Yeah. I actually listened to the 3rd album last night. Okay. I mean, I've listened to it once.
Yeah.
I'm going the 2nd time now.
Yeah, for that video we did, I listened to it 3 times, 3 whole times before we did the video. I fucking love it, man. It's so good.
Yeah.
And Ray, just all the sounds Ray Angry makes on those 4 LPs are fucking awesome.
And then, I haven't. I'll probably to that again this weekend. Yeah, I'm trying to get a lot of stuff together before. I've got like about 2 more weeks at work before I take vacation. So nice. I'm trying to, which is not really a vacation, but yeah. So I'm trying to get stuff together.
When's your kiddo going to college?
The end of August. I mean, well, yeah, the last 2 weeks of August.
Hey, yeah, Mike, I haven't been around. Where did she pick?
Syracuse.
Nice.
Yeah. So she's got her move-in date and everything. So we got to do that. And then, so yeah, it's Yeah, it's getting pretty hectic around here.
It's gonna be wild not to have her in the house, huh?
Yeah, she's actually she's not here right now. She's working.
Okay.
She's
Oh,
she's been gone most of the summer. So
okay, that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So she'll be here for like 2 weeks, and then boom, she's gone again.
Yeah.
Is this your first one in college?
First and only one.
Oh, only child.
Yeah.
My daughter's starting her third year at Michigan State, so
nice.
So it's you get into a routine with it.
Yeah,
you just with the tubs and everything.
Yeah, yeah, and then I've got like some people I work with, like we have kids around the same age, and like one of them was like, okay, this is what we did last year. This is how we packed, and it's actually it's funny because I've I'm sort of prepared. I've got like most of the stuff prepared, so when she comes, she doesn't have to do that much. So it'll be hopefully it'll be pretty easy.
It's wild how much more stuff a girl will take to college than a boy.
Yeah.
My son, he fit everything in the back seat of his car, and it takes 2 vehicles to move my daughter.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and some of them like they really like decorate their dorm rooms.
Oh yeah, it's a thing, especially in the dorms the first year. It's a competition,
right? So
it's fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It's funny, like someone on Instagram, and it's this guy. I think he goes by the name of Call the Wild, and he posts jazz records, he posts books and stuff like that. And then he was like, "Yo, if you want to, when you come to Syracuse, if you want to go digging for records, just call and give me just shoot me a message." So, yeah.
Does she care about records at all?
Not really. She has a few. I think the last time she bought an album was when we went out to Phoenix and we went to the In Groove.
Oh, nice.
And then she picked up a few. I don't think she's ever played them. Well, I know she hasn't played them because she would have to use my turntable.
Right.
But yeah. But she's welcome to. But it's sort of different with them. I mean, if I said, okay, this is how you use the turntable and stuff, and this is how you turn the equipment on, she would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see.
All my kids do is argue on who's getting dad's records.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Nice.
I'm probably unless I die suddenly, I'm gonna sell all my shit before I pass away, probably, so they don't have to fuck with it.
I will say that I'm amazed how easy Rob could find anything in his apartment. I got no organization at all. It takes me forever. This is the record I found at Red Ballard. It is a Horo. It's Burton Green.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys know who Burton Green is. Pianist out of I think he's American, but he lives in Paris mostly. Pianist, percussion, and recorder. That's what he plays. Burton Green.
Very cool. Yeah, there is a record show tomorrow in Grapevine, so I might get up and go to that.
Oh, you should. They're fun.
Yeah, I got burnt out in the one.
Bring cash.
Yeah, you got it.
I got something. So Mike was talking about. I showed that other Gary Peacock with Masabumi Kikuchi. This was the record that got me into that record.
Oh, okay.
This record's amazing. This is a lender, a friend of mine who has similar tastes, lent me this because I think it's like $150.
Yeah.
Compared to this one, Eastward, which is like a $35 record. But
yeah,
it's pretty much the same band.
I have one in my watch list on eBay, which has been there for weeks. I'm trying to pull it up now.
Voices is pretty amazing. I mean, the things that it seems 1970 seems like such a good year when American musicians went to Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there's just some really good stuff that came out of that.
Yeah.
There's also the Sadao Watanabe that Paysage, which has Gary Peacock, and I think Sabumi Kikuchi, and it's a quintet. It's really good. No, it's a quartet. And I was looking for it. I had it out. It's not filed in its proper alphabet, so I couldn't find it.
Yeah. And then they also had one on at Face Records. They had one in the auction, but that went for like $36. It's a quintet. And I actually lost out on that, but I was interested in that.
Was that the Gary Peacock or was it Sadao Watanabe?
It's the Masa Kuti quintet. It's the N for the beginning.
Oh, okay.
And I believe it's all Japanese musicians. Yeah, it is. But yeah, that went for like $36, and I lost the auction on that. But and then because I also got a few. I think I picked up like 3 or 4 CDs because him, Peacock, and Motion did like these trio recordings like late. I want to say maybe it was the 90s, and I've been ordering those, but they're only on CD, and I've gotten those in. So I've been trying to get a lot of his music lately. But I'm trying to find. I guess I don't know. Maybe the one that I was looking for sold already.
I bought a few records from Elusive Disc, and they had that sale.
I did. What'd you get?
I got the Joanne Brackeen Candid record because I hadn't gotten that one yet. It was like $14.
Yeah.
And then what else? Then they had a Pyramids record, King of Kings, which I don't even know what that is, but it looked like something I would like, so I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I paid normal price for that Mal Waldron Gary Peacock First Encounter. I think you showed that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And
that's around the same time too. That's like 71, I think, or 72.
Probably.
Yeah, because they just reissued it this year.
Yeah. I was looking for the Teramasu Hino stuff that just got reissued, and everybody's sold out of it already.
Oh, what did they do, Chris?
Let me see.
I love him.
Me too. Let me bring it up. I think there's a BBE maybe that came out.
Huh?
I think there was a BBE that came out.
Yeah, I was just playing this High-nology, which is really good.
That's what I'm trying to get. Yeah, they just reissued it. Can you show that?
Yeah, this is a really great record. This is the OG.
Yeah.
The band is, let's see if I can figure it. Teramasu Hino, of course, on trumpet. I think he's on cornet a little bit too. Takeru Muraoka on tenor sax. Hiromasa Suzuki on electric piano. Motohiko Hino on drums. And he's the one, I think, is it Motohiko Hino? Isn't he the one? Oh, no, it's his brother.
Yeah, it's his brother.
Teramasu Hino's brother.
So that one's out of stock, and then there's another one. Let's see, that one is Lettres Jazz Club. That French label put that out, and then they also put out one called Into the Heaven.
Okay. Do you have Chris? Do you have the one on Steeplechase?
I don't know which one. But that one was on. I don't know. Whatever. It's on Lettres Jazz Club as well.
The one on Steeplechase is cheap and good. Let me find it.
There's definitely a common theme with steeplechase. Cheap and really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. If you want to buy steeplechase records, I bought a bunch from when I was looking to get those. What is it? Mike, what are those loft jazz records from the 70s from New York? Is it something? Is it Wallflowers? What is it called?
Oh, yeah.
Wildflowers.
Yeah, yeah.
I was looking for those, and I found this shop in Sweden that had all 5, or had the 3 I was missing. And then I bought a bunch of steeplechase shit. Like they had the Bud Powell trio steeplechase. There's 5 of them. So I got 4 of those. They were like $6 a piece. And then I think that Embarkation we were looking at earlier, that steeplechase, and then a couple of other ones. They were like $6-8.
Yeah.
So with the shipping, they were like $12 a piece, which I thought was cool.
I mean, Kenny Drew's stuff on there is amazing. Same with Duke Jordan. I mean,
yeah, I got a Kenny Drew, I think, from them too, or somewhere. So yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Kenny Drew, and then I've got. I think I got. Do I have all of the Shirley Horn that's on Steeplechase?
the Archie Shep. I mean,
yeah, I've got that.
He's not free. He's like almost like he's went back to.
Yeah.
That's what he went back 50s. To straight ahead bop after.
Yeah.
In the 80s, it's pretty straight ahead.
Yeah, I have I have the Horace stuff. Then I have the duet he did with NHOP.
I have both of those. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think what else. I mean, I have a bunch of steeplechase that I pulled that I haven't put back on the shelf, but I got a good number of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken McIntyre has got a really nice record on steeplechase too. I've got the Inner City version of it.
I think I've got that one. I think
like Ken McIntyre Quintet.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Lockjaw has 2 good steeplechases. I think All of Me and Swinging to All the Girls Come Home. And they're really good.
Yeah, I've been buying a lot of them this summer. There's a big collection came into a shop in Detroit of 70s jazz, and I've just been buying them up.
This one's really good too, but it's a reissue that just that came out, I guess, this year or last year. But you find an OG of that's
I have that.
Really hard.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's great, man.
But I'll definitely buy it when I do.
It's Johnny Deani, Don Cherry, Doo.
Stephen. So it's about Stephen Biko. Huh?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And then what else?
Yeah, that's really good. And that Kenny Drew, it's called Everything I Love. It's just the one with it's red and has a picture of his face on the cover. It's pretty good. The Ken McIntyre Sextet with Teramasu Hino is fucking awesome. I have that.
Yeah, that's a great record. So, what is it? Flight to Denmark, Duke Jordan. That's really good.
I don't know that one, I think. There's another one that's really good. Well, I got a bunch. I got like 3 or 4 Kenny Drews actually. Now let's think about it. I'll tell you where you can get on steeplechase is Dexter Gordon. He made like 500 fucking steeplechase records.
Yeah, like $5. They're all those live records from that club in Copenhagen, and they're really good. Horace Parler was usually playing piano with them.
Yeah, but that fucking guy was a dickhead, the owner of that label to Dexter. I mean, he was over there forever, and he made a ton of records, and then he came back to New York and wanted to make records in America, and the dude made him fly back, basically, and cut a bunch of fucking records, like, rapid fire.
Is that the story on all those?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, some of them, yeah.
I can't find. There's one of the steeplechase inner cities that's led by Tiramisu.
That's a good record.
This record's great. He's on a couple. It's on the McIntyre one. This is probably my favorite, and it's definitely my favorite Hal Galpers.
I think that one's been reissued too.
He did a couple, but this record's great, and I think it's getting like 20 to 30 now.
It's a little bit up now.
It's a little bit higher,
$30 or $40 now. Word's out on it.
Brandon, just a second. I'm going to step out, guys. Have a good night. I'm going to be listening.
Okay.
Okay.
And the thing about steeplechase, all in the contracts, the kid that owned the started the label, he would own the rights to the music. So
right,
that was the deal.
Mhm.
That was really smart.
So he's taking advantage of it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night. See you.
Take it easy, man.
All right.
Well, so there's quite a few. I think if I do end up doing like an hour on sort of bargain records, it'll probably center around the 70s and be like Steeplechase, Enya, obviously Inner City, but a lot of those are reissues of the same thing.
Right.
CTI, Kudu, and Pablo. That some of my favorite records are from that 70s era, and they're very affordable. So it would kind of be a fun thing to do.
I agree. I got a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, Steeplechase, I have some Steeplechases that, I mean, and I'm always seeing new ones that I'd
like this. This is like one of my all-time favorite jazz records.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I love this thing.
Yeah, it's good.
This Clifford Jordan is great. I mean, there's all kinds of.
Oh yeah,
that,
Magic Triangle. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is like a record that you never. It's kind of rare, but it's not very expensive. It's kind of hard to find.
So this one I got. Yeah, the Apartment. This is one of those live ones.
Yeah.
And then I just pulled a bunch. I've been listening to these. Like I said, I've been buying them this summer because they've been in. This is really good.
That's amazing. That's a great one. There's
this
the other one they did together is even better, I think.
You guys know this one?
Yeah.
It's
that was originally Enya.
Yeah, it's like literally like one song where just Booker's just tearing it up for like 40 minutes, and then Horace Parlan comes in, says this little soliloquy for his friend, and then plays a solo number.
Nice.
It's amazing. And then this.
See you, Shane.
This. These are just stuff I just randomly pulled
Kenny
out.
Drew has a bunch that are.
This is really good too if you're into hard bop. This guy doesn't have a lot of sessions as a leader.
Yeah. There's one. I think he has one, on Crisscross that I have. That's really good too.
I need to dig into Crisscross again. I've got about 10 of their records. I'd like to get CDs too, though.
Yeah, I ordered. This week I got
the Clifford Jordan
10 CDs from on Crisscross.
No shit.
Yeah.
That double. What is it called? Double tenor winner. Clifford Jordan and who's the other tenor?
Junior Crook. Is that
Junior Crook. That's a really good record.
It is.
Yeah, he's got several good records on Crisscross for sure.
See, I don't see the Crisscrosses like I see the Inner Cities and the Steeplechases and the Pablos.
Yeah, because Crisscross did it. They did, like, I want to say maybe it was before their vinyl was like up until like 90, 91, and then they just stopped. And now they're doing it sort of like Elemental sort of has reissued some of the the 2000 stuff from the 2000, and periodically some of their recent stuff Crisscross is putting out themselves. Like the Lage Lune, one of his LPs that he did on Crisscross.
Oh no shit.
With Tayshaun Sori, they reissued. And there's this guitarist Mike Moreno. He put out a new record, basically a new recording, and then less than a year after he released that, Crisscross put it out on vinyl.
We did we interviewed Loggy last weekend.
Yeah, I can find it because let me see if I can find the copy.
We'll be putting that up probably tomorrow or maybe early next week.
Cool. Here's another Cheap Heat one. I don't know if you
Mark Turner Yam is a badass record.
But if you guys see this record, this is on Xanadu.
Who is it?
Buy it. Billy Mitchell.
Oh, Billy Mitchell, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
This record smokes. Really good. Again, it's cheap. and Detroit guy, so more Detroit connection. But these are labels you can actually afford to collect. OGs.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
they're fun. It's fun to find
I mean,
them.
some of them are expensive. Like, there's going to be a rare one, an
Yeah.
occasional one that's like $100 record, but like most of the stuff's pretty affordable.
Well, like Muse is starting to creep up. I've noticed that.
Well, it is, but there's a lot of really cheap Muse too, man. Like
like all the soul jazz stuff.
Well, the David Schneider stuff's good on Muse. It's cheap as hell. Houston Persons records are great. They got some cheesy covers. His stuff's really good. It's like $5.
Well, that Woody Shaw one that I showed earlier, that is a killer session. Absolutely killer.
Here
the
was
Woody Shaw with the little kid on the cover is really awesome.
Here's the Ken McIntyre with.
Yeah, I have that. I got that.
This is a great record. I think it's probably $20 now.
See, I don't have that one. I've got the other one.
This Shep and Parlin is really great. It's
that's the better of the two, I think.
This is definitely the better of the two.
Oh, it's so good.
This is one of my favorite records. I love this record.
I agree for that one.
My favorite inner city is this. It's probably my favorite.
I don't know that one.
This is Chico Freeman, Cecil McVie.
Yeah.
Here's the band.
That one's a little pricier, isn't it?
I think it's. I got it for $30 a few years ago, so it probably is. So Chico Freeman, John Garden, Cecil McVie, Dennis Mormon, Steve McCall, and Famoudou Donmoye does the percussion. Right? So this is a fantastic record. It's still affordable though. Like it's still under $50.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just showed the Billy Mitchell. I have both of the ones on Xanadu. I have this one, which is really
the Detroit Colossus one.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, that is such a great record, Mike.
I mean, both of them are excellent. I mean, if you can
just
and then and this is the
oh wow,
oh cool. Yeah, I'll have to pick that up.
Yeah.
Will he sign it?
Yeah, I went to because if you like him, Melissa Aldana's latest one on Blue Note, he's on that.
Yep.
And he was doing a show at this is the jazz club I go to the most in the city, the Jazz Gallery. And then it was funny, like the day of the show, he's on his Instagram. He goes, "Have a special guest playing," and he didn't say who it was. And he actually did say he didn't say Melissa Aldana. He did something where you could figure out it was Melissa Aldana,
Right.
And she played. She was fabulous. But I had him sign that after the show.
Did you get to talk to him at all?
Yeah, I talked to him just briefly. But it was a really good show. It was really good.
Yeah, he's an awesome dude. I really enjoyed the JMI record they put out of his.
Yeah.
I was listening to you guys while I had a quick dinner. So this is my favorite all-time steeplechase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me move it over here so we can see what it is.
And these things are not cheap anymore. You had
that's an expensive record.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Is that an OG or is that a repress?
What's that?
Is that an OG?
It's an OG, yeah.
Because they've reissued that a couple times. I've seen it.
I have there's a wall record that they did. It's solo, and they recorded it direct to disc. And I got it like really, really cheap. Maybe a year ago. And it's excellent. I think Felipe may have it also.
Yeah, I do think I'm going to go to the record show tomorrow. I think that'll be fun.
I think
a bunch of inner city, Chris.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's that Ken McIntyre, Open Horizon.
Yeah,
yes, that's the one I was talking about, Brandon. I really love that record.
This is the good one. He has two. The other one's all right. This one's really good. This has Kenny Drew, Buster Williams, and Andre Strobert.
You talking about Hindsight?
Yeah,
That one. I like that
that
one.
one has a good. It's like side one is good and side two is kind of lame. I forget which. Or
It's more straight ahead too.
That guy I told you that bought my record collection,
Yeah.
Rick Ballard, he was the distributor for Soul Note, Steeplechase.
Oh, cool.
And,
I think I'd throw.
and
if I did
he
that, oh, sorry.
and he did he used to have a warehouse, and he used to say, "Oh, come on down to the warehouse," and you're getting steeplechases for $7 a piece. So, of course, that was I don't know what that was, maybe early '90s or something like that.
Yeah.
Here's some more cheap heat, some crisscross.
Yeah,
That's great. I have that.
I have that cover too.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. This is a direct to disc.
No, I have
Pretty
seen
good.
that.
I don't have it, but I know it exists.
Yeah, it's East. And then this is the one. This is the best of them.
Yeah, I used to have that one.
Yeah.
I had your first one and your third one.
Yeah.
And then
I love Clifford Jordan.
this is the Walt.
Your camera's not on, buddy.
Oh. Yeah. This is the one.
Oh,
And it's
cool.
one of the few Chris steeplechases that doesn't have the photograph of the musicians on it.
Oh, yeah. It's got an actual cover. Huh.
Yeah. And then
Oh yeah,
Paul Bley did a lot of stuff on the label. This is the one
yeah,
of
that's the lockjaw.
the Lockjaws. That's excellent. And this is a really good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to look for that.
Yeah. So
You know, Mike. While you're up, you posted that Christian McBride open studio interview a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
He was talking about the record that influenced him to be a bass player when he was a kid,
Mhm.
and I happened to have it,
Cool.
Mhm.
and I just saw it in my crate, so I thought I'd pick it up
Mhm.
and show you guys.
Mhm.
So
Very
this
cool.
is what this is the record he mentioned.
Of that record.
Mhm.
Concord Jazz is audiophile enough. I mean, those things sound killer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So thanks for posting that. That was really an interesting interview.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Actually, after that interview, I pulled out it's a CD that they did. It's a Gary Bartz recording. It's I can't remember the name of it now, but I think it was like 1991, and it's Gary Bartz, Christian McBride, Benny Green on piano. I can't remember who else, but Christian McBride was like 19.
Yeah.
And you're recording with like Gary Bartz, and Benny Green.
Is he 50 yet? Is he in his 50s, or do you think he's still in his 40s?
He's playing out soon.
He's got to be like close to. I think he's got to be 50 now. 19 in 1991.
Oh, he's probably 55 or 56 then. Yeah, that makes sense.
He's young. He's younger than that. I'm 57. So
Yeah, Chris, I had to jump back on and show a couple of these steeplechase.
Oh, do it.
This is a really good one.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
that is a good record.
John Chikai. He's probably one of my favorite players ever.
Right.
Anything but his, I'm going to pick up.
Okay.
He's 52, by the way. I just looked it up. So McBride's 52.
Niles Henning, Pedersen, and then Pierre Dorge plays guitar.
Their doors, his stuff on Steeplechase are really good.
This is a good one that I got as VCLT
Oh, cool.
I
years
don't
ago.
know that one.
Michael Carbon, Camel,
Calvin Hills on it.
Bridgewater. I want to hear that.
Sunny Fortune.
Sunny Fortune.
Wow.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, this one rips.
Oh, awesome. See, there's always steeplechases you don't know about. They're just popping up.
This one's got Johnny Diani. I think y'all were talking about him. Conjamal Quartet. Dark.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Not all of them made it to Inner City,
No,
Yeah.
that's true.
Those are a few of my favorites. That
Very nice.
yeah,
I have
great label.
if you ever want to do like a deep dive, I've got a whole crate of them. You could just pull them out, and it's like the Great Jazz Trio records. I mean, I guess those are more inner city, aren't they? Because those were Japanese originally.
East Wind. It was on East Wind.
Yeah, East Wind. Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken to any of the inner cities I get. I just figure out what the original label was and file them with the others.
Did you order it?
Because I'm saying like that.
Dave, did you order it?
Oh yeah, like 35 freaking euros.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that John, what is that record that everybody got? Trouble Goes.
You got a sticker with your record.
Well, here's a sticker for you, the Rick Ballard sticker.
This is a good. This was. Sorry.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yep, Rick Ballard.
Oh yeah, it's Portland. Hey, this is a really good. This was Steeplechase originally. This is
yeah.
But Walt Dickerson did he did a few. He did that one with
know he was on
Davis. That's just vibes and bass, which is amazing.
Wow.
And then this one's really good. And
who's,
it's not
who's
very
the
expensive.
bassist? Who's the bassist? Is it
on this one?
NHOP?
No, it's Lyle Atkinson.
Okay.
And Andrew Surreal is on drums.
Lyle Atkinson, he used to spend a lot of time here in the Bay Area. He had God, what did he play with? He used to play with Barry Oakes and from Aruba saxophone and Donald Robinson. Very out there trio.
Yeah, one of y'all mentioned Dexter Gordon having a bunch of records on that label, and they're all good. Like you said,
he actually did. There's some really cool. He did live records with Jackie McLean.
Yep.
Called. Shoot, I just gotta find them.
There was one called The Meeting, I think, and the other one was called like The Source or some shit.
That's it. The Source and The Meeting.
Yeah,
Those are they're really good.
Yeah.
Like early 70s.
I mean, all that shit's cool that was recorded at that, Montmartre because it's just a time in fucking jazz, and it's so well documented on that label, So it's all live, so it sounds kick ass.
Right. So this is like a $5 record, and it's Dexter Gordon, Kenny Drew, NHOP, and Albert Tootie Heath on drums.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's jazz royalty,
Yeah, I think this is this the first one? I think this is the first one.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah, I have that
I think
one.
this is the first one, first Steeplechase. I'm not positive.
Oh, interesting.
This might be the best. This might be the best Steeplechase record.
Which one is that?
This one? Oh,
well, it could be.
What's that?
This one, something different.
Oh, is that the?
Oh, I've seen that. I haven't picked that up yet.
This is.
Dude, you buy every Dexter Gordon record you see.
That's Philip. Wasn't that Philip Catherine
on guitar?
Chris, man, there's so many records, man. You can't get them all.
Billy Higgins, and then
anyway.
I mean, here's the thing: if it's got Dexter Gordon, Billy Higgins, and NHOP on it, you just buy it.
This one stands out to me. I don't know why. This one just
is that a live date too, Dave?
A lot of groove.
Or is that in the studio?
I think this is studio. Yeah, this is studio. That's not
those Clifford Jordan Magic Triangle records are really good. Like they did 3 volumes of those guys.
Yeah.
I only have 2. I'm missing one of them.
It would be fun to do Steeplechase on Jazz Bumps, or just like your 5 favorite Steeplechases.
Yeah, we could do that.
We could
also just go through the entire catalog through Wikipedia for 3 hours, like we did last week with Notes and Tones.
I think it would take more than 3 hours.
It might. What did we go over last week? Was it was Clef, every Clef record?
I missed last week's. I think I fell asleep or something. I was exhausted.
I did too during the show. No, really. I haven't done that in a while.
Brandon, you could do a Cheap Heat Hino video. There's a lot of good.
What?
You could do a Cheap Heat Teramaso Hino video.
Well,
is there that much
he also
cheap
has
anymore,
stuff that's
though?
not cheap too.
True.
But you could. I would do. I think I'm just gonna. My idea is to do those 70s labels: Steeplechase, Enya, Inner City. There's still quite a few Muse stuff. Definitely Pablo, Choice, Enya, did I say Enya already?
Mhm.
CTI.
Yeah.
Just all those great 70s labels. Obviously, like CTI has some records that are now like $50.
Yeah.
Enya has records that are $50.
Yeah.
I'll probably do
Muse would have to be. Well, Muse is up there now, though.
no, but Muse has a ton of records that aren't expensive too.
True.
Because I have
Ricky Ford's another one that put out a shit ton of stuff on Muse that's good.
Yeah, I mean, that Mal Waldron I just showed you on Muse is a $5 record. And it's very good.
This got crazy on Muse for some reason.
Yeah, that record has. It's really good though.
Yeah,
but it's like $50 to $60 now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And there's some records like The Free Slave and Joe Chambers.
Well, Catalyst records are $100 now.
What? Well, I haven't seen any that are $100, but I believe
they're 100 where I'm at.
What are?
I mean, I just picked up a Catalyst for
just the label.
$5.
No, isn't that the name of the group on Muse?
Oh, the band, the Catalyst.
Yeah. That's what I'm.
I thought you meant the label.
Yeah. No, it's that group.
I know that they're expensive. They're like a fusion band, right?
The Pino though, that live one he did on Catalyst is great. I have a copy of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the green cover.
The green cover, yeah, that kicks ass.
Yeah, I'd be down for that though. If you guys ever decide to do that, I could pull 5 from each label.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I've got a bunch of Catalyst records that are cheap too, like Hadley Kalaman. And
I've not gotten into that label yet. I don't see those that much, so I'd be interested.
I don't think there's. I don't think there's many titles. I bet you there's less than 30.
Chris, I found that green cover Hino in Alabama and amongst a bunch of Hank records.
That's wild as fuck. How the fuck did that get to Alabama?
I don't know, man.
Isn't that?
This is kind of a cool Hino. It's later though. This is more funky.
Cool! I don't have that one.
It's not cheap.
That's a great cover, man.
I think it's, but it's not really expensive either. I think it's,
Didn't he do like some smooth jazz shit later on?
Wait,
wasn't a lot of his later stuff kind of lame?
I don't think this one's lame. He eventually would go into pretty much like kind of pop jazz.
Yeah.
This is. I think this is what you would call like kind of the cusp before he hits it, and it's still really good funky stuff.
Makes sense.
But it's
is that Hip Snake?
This is, what's it called? Hip Seagull.
Okay.
And it's got, because this is like, what is this? This must be like at 78. So it's got John Schofield.
Cool.
His brother's on it. It's definitely more of a funkier. It's a different record, but it's still really beautifully done.
Yeah.
And kind of like Mikio Masuda plays Fender Rhodes. It's definitely a beautiful record, but it does sort of fall into like, you can tell you're getting into close to the 80s.
Right.
It's a very produced record too, but it sounds.
I'm gonna have to look for that.
It is. I think it's worth getting if you like Terramasa Hino.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is one of my favorites. This is Inner City.
Is this Steeplechase originally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is $40. The Inner City is $40 now.
Now this is they reissued this in 2023.
Okay.
But it was originally done because I had the CD. When was it originally recorded? It was recorded in 2016, and this is Kurt Nufke, who plays a lot with James Brandon Lewis.
Oh, cool.
And this is all the Don, all Don Cherry, Ornette Coleman tunes.
Oh, sweet.
That's he plays the cornet, and this is excellent. Just cornet, bass, and drums. Yeah, I actually like Kurt Nufke a lot because I had some. I couldn't find some of his stuff, and he was on Instagram, and then I just asked him. I said, do you have any of your stuff for sale? And he was like, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. So I bought it like directly from him. I've got like 3. I think I got all the albums that he had. And I think I bought like 3 or 4 from him. And then I bought a bunch of the Steeplechase CDs that he put out, all directly from him.
Very cool.
Here's Duke Jordan did a ton of steeplechase trio records, including obviously the that's in Denmark. But this one is one of the ones that's bigger than a trio, and the band is wrong one. The band is Richard Williams on trumpet, Charlie Rouse on tenor, obviously Duke Jordan on piano, Sam Jones on bass, and Al Foster on drums. And this is one I'd highly recommend of all of the Duke Jordans on steeplechase besides this one. This one's really good.
Let me second that. Duke's Delight is an amazing record.
It's a good one.
I think any Duke Jordan on steeplechase is a must buy.
And they're inexpensive too. They're like $15 to $20 now.
Yeah.
Not quite for Denmark.
Well, that one's a little bit different, and I think this one's a little more expensive. But most of the trio records are fairly inexpensive.
I like his quintet or quartet records. He's got 2 or 3 of those too, where he's got horns with him.
That's what that one was that I just showed.
Okay,
that's the quintet. That was with Charlie Rouse and
all right.
Williams.
And I guess late 90s. Yeah, late 90s. His ex-wife Sheila Jordan used to perform at this club. It's called Visiones, and like when she would be singing and she would be improvising, she would improvise this line that Miles Davis hated my ex-husband. So supposedly Miles didn't, on the Parker records that Duke Jordan is on, Miles didn't like his playing in the group, and basically tried to get Parker to kick him off the date.
Yeah, that sounds like Miles, right?
Yeah.
He didn't like Jackie Byard either. He's a lot of piano players he didn't like.
Cool. Well, I think it's time for me to bail out.
All right, Nicole. See you next time.
Thanks for spending my money.
Not a problem.
I get to find first and third, but I've got the second set.
Oh yeah, I have that one. I think I have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah, that one too.
I mean, that's like my crew, right? It's Cedar Walton, Billy Higgins, Sam Jones.
Yeah.
Right in the pocket for you there.
Yeah, absolutely. I have almost all their shit.
Well,
I think one of those that reissued. I think from that, all those ones that they did on Steeplechase.
Man, I want to get that other, the Cedar Walton Trio stuff on Red Records.
Yeah,
yeah. Is that the Italian one? Red out of Italy, right?
Yeah, and they did 3 of those. I got 2 of them, and I want to get the other one.
Yeah.
Do you know the Tommy Flanagan record on Ninja called Salonica?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, I really want a copy of that.
That's really good. That's with Art Taylor on drums. I don't know. Is it George Mraz on bass? I'm not sure who was on bass on that.
Yeah, it's George Mraz, Art Taylor on drums. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really excellent. That's
really one.
It's the only Cedar Walton I have.
Oh, that's
an excellent one.
That's like the first record that Mike made all of us buy like a year and a half or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
New York City.
That's fucking killer.
Yeah.
Pentagon, yeah.
And I'm trying to think which one. What other Cedar Walton I have?
Yeah, they're fun records.
Yeah.
Dude, I just love the way Cedar plays.
Yeah.
Bill gave me that one from the Vinylverse.
You can find them. They don't break the bank. So when you're out just randomly digging, you can find an inner city or a steeplechase and find good music. It's a win-win.
The Night at Boomer stuff they did on Muses, those 2 are fucking awesome too. It's Clifford Jordan and the Cedar Walton Trio. It's the Magic Triangle basically.
Which one do you like better?
I can't remember now, but I definitely
I like Volume 2 a little better than Volume 1.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't remember, dude. I can't remember now.
I just listened to both of those last week when I was working. I have white label promos, but I don't think that's really anything to brag about with Muse. I think they're pretty much
almost every Muse is a fucking white label promo. It's fucking weird, dude. It's like they never sold regular records or something. I don't know.
It's like they couldn't afford to put, coloring on their labels or something.
Yeah. I would definitely like to get some more Inja stuff.
I like a white label Muse. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a fan. I showed these last time. I'm gonna tell you guys again. These are definitely worth getting.
Yeah, I have those. Out of the Joe Henderson one is my least favorite out of the three.
You got the one. Did you get the third one with Art Farmer?
Mm-hmm.
I love the Joe Henderson one, and my favorite is the Clifford Jordan Charles Tolliver.
Mm-hmm.
This one's my favorite, but I listened to the Art Farmer one, and it didn't grab me as much as this one, so I picked up this one. I have all these songs on Joe Henderson records, but I like the way it sounds with the trombone. So I just get into it. The sound is good.
Yeah, no, they're because I bought them all three at
all three. I just got these two, and I got a good price. But man, they sound good, and I play them a lot. So I'm just gonna say.
I actually like the Art Farmer because that's the I think that's the one. Is it Carmel Jones is on that too?
Carmel Jones and Art Farmer.
Yeah,
and I forget who the drummer is, but I think the drummer is American too. And then it's the Austrian. The rest of the guys are Austrian. But I mean, I don't know. They just they sound good. I guess some. I know a lot of the songs, but to me they sound different enough with this band that they just sound like a new take on it. Kind of like when Joe Henderson plays with the Japanese group and they do some of his songs. He seems like he always wants to do his songs. No matter who's the leader.
Joe Henderson.
But I think these sound great, and for $50 for two records, it's a good deal for how good they sound.
Hey, Mike. We almost sent you back to Ergot Records again today. Did you see what they put out?
No. Maybe a couple of days ago, I saw their Instagram site. What was it?
They put one of these out.
No, I didn't see that.
Posar.
Yeah.
What is it?
Put that out. And
What's
they
the
put
name
out
of the
Live
shop?
in Ankara Don Cherry original.
Yeah, it actually would have been a good day for me to go down there because I went into the office today. So
well, you would have saved them from going to Ukraine.
Yeah, no, because then after I left the office, I was thinking about going over there, and then I started just talking to a lot of people.
Well, it's funny because Alex said today, he goes, if you call them, they have a hard no ship, no hold policy.
Yeah.
And he's like, they will tell you to piss up a rope.
That's funny. Yeah. Because, it's usually like one or two guys in there, and like when it's something like that record Alex wanted, I knew that it would be better for me to get there after they sort of close to when they opened, because that's the problem. Problem with stuff in New York is when they put it out, it goes because
they post it too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
everybody knows. Okay, everybody knows they have it.
Hey,
and people are like a train ride away from all that, or they work down there. They can just boom. I'm gonna go get it. They don't have to drive to this and that place. They're just like, okay. I mean, because Ergot it's 2 subway stops from where I work. So when Alex asked about the record, I was like, yeah, okay. And he said, yeah, I called them. They still have it. And I was like, okay. It was like 12. It was like 12 o'clock. I got on the subway, went there. They had been open for maybe like an hour. And I got.
Hey, Brandon, who put out those records you just showed?
Wallen Bink out of the UK.
Yeah,
I think they're out of London, but I'm not positive.
Yeah.
The photography looks amazing. I can't find there. And I guess they're 180 grams, I would guess, and they're Sound
Yeah.
quality is good.
Yeah.
There's a nice. The insides look really good.
Maybe I'll play one of those this week. Maybe I'll play that Joe Henderson one this weekend.
All right, give it another shot because I kind of
haven't shelved it. I still haven't shelved it. They're like in one of in my my bins to play again.
I kind of like played it and I was like, this is cool. It was lent to me. Like there were copies that were lent to me, and I was like, oh, this is good. And then I started listening to it. I was like, wow, this is really good. So I bought my own. But
how many records do you have that aren't filed away on the shelves, Mike?
Well, this is what I've done. All the stuff that I've bought this year, they're in like bins that are on the floor, and then at the end of the year, I'm gonna file them.
Oh, okay.
That way I can like I can continually reevaluate the stuff that I bought this year.
Right.
And if I pull something off my shelf and I play it, then I reshelve that in its spot. But yeah, everything I bought this year has not been, I guess you say, properly shelved.
Right.
But they're in these like 4 metal bins that are that I have on the floor.
Yeah, I've I started when I said I wasn't going to buy anything with my money anymore unless I sold records. I had six of those big wooden crates. They're about the size of a cube, right? And I've gone through probably 3 of them now because I sold at least 1 crate of that shit that I hadn't even filed yet. So I've got God, dude, I bet I've got 10 cubes of shit that's just unorganized, random crap. I mean, not bad stuff, but just records that I bought that just aren't on the floor, but they're still just wildly out of order and not really, accounted for.
And then I guess tomorrow I'll clean. What did I got the Jerome today. I got the Jessica Williams. I'll clean those. I have a William Parker coming in. It's a reissue of he did an organ is it a quartet or trio album, which I had gotten a copy of, and my copy had all these marks on it, and and it was a little bit of noise. There's still a little bit of noise, but I have the new copy shipped out today.
Nice.
So I'll have 2 copies of that William Parker. I'll pass the one with the noise on to someone, eventually for free. But it's a really freaking good. It's a really freaking good recording.
That just makes me want to listen to Mayan Space Station again. I haven't listened to that in about 6 months.
Yeah.
Love that record, dude. It's so good.
Yeah, and I have something else of his that I recently picked up. So,
didn't Ava Mendoza do another record like this year that you got?
I have. She did one with James Brandon Lewis on it, and who else? It's the people that she plays with a lot. I can't remember the drummer on it, but yeah, is that filed away? I think I did file that away, but and she plays a lot. In Brooklyn, she curates this show. It's not in Williamsburg. It's another part of Brooklyn, and she curates a lot of shows there from time to time. So she's pretty busy. She's pretty busy.
Mike, you got this, didn't you? William Parker.
I did not. I know Rob had posted it. People got to tell me more about it because I'm not the biggest Charles Gale fan.
Oh, okay.
Because and I don't have that much experience like listening to his music because back in the day at the old, I went to the old knitting factory.
Mm-hmm.
I went to see Sonny Simmons, and Charles Gale opened for him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just Charles Gale, no one else. Charles Gale solo. Okay. And he did the whole Streets the Clown thing, where he had the rubber nose, and then and I just did it. It just was not. It didn't do it for me. So then, you know,
this is
I have to
really, got that group, you know.
Yeah, I have to go back and reevaluate them. Yeah.
Well, you can listen to it on Bandcamp. That's
all right, cool. Yeah, I'll check it out. Yeah. I'll definitely check it out.
I think Black Editions.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I gotta get out of here.
All right.
Yeah. What time is it?
Good seeing you, man.
All right. Thanks a lot.
See you, buddy.
See you guys maybe in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. All right, man.
See ya.
Bye, Brandon.
There's a it's on CD. Shit.
What's that?
Oh, there's an Ava Mendoza with Devin Hoff called Echolocation, I guess, that came out last year.
That was on. I have the LP. That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Squidco has it on Discogs, but that's only CD, so I'd have to.
Yeah, you check Bandcamp. Check Bandcamp.
Top notch.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna take off too. Thanks for having me up, guys.
Good seeing you, Jeff.
If you want to do that 70s cheap heat video, let me know, man.
Oh, for sure.
Because I got a bunch. Oh, a shameless plug. I'm gonna be up with OJC's. I think 9 o'clock Sunday. We're pulling OG punk records. If you guys want to. So if you, I'm just starting out in jazz. Most of my collection's punk and rock.
Yeah.
So
I got a big.
I'm gonna do a mix of OG punk, 7s and 12s. So
very cool.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
See you guys.
All right, take it, man. I just want to see. I want to see. It's. I'm looking at it. Do they still have it?
I literally don't have any punk records. I don't think, not even a single one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that weird?
No. I have a
I
few.
just never got into punk. I just never did. I was more into fucking. Well, I was not born when something. I mean, I was like a baby when half that shit came out, but like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was more into like hair bands in the 80s and then post punk shit, new wave and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they still have on Bandcamp. They still have the Mendoza.
How much is it?
$24.
Okay, cool.
Good price.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you heard, Dave? Have you heard the Mayan Space Station that William Parker Ava Mendoza record?
Nope.
You should definitely stream it, dude. It's so kick ass. She's just like a fucking kick ass guitar player.
There's been a lot of good stuff tonight on that those records on Harvest were very interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to really, with Michael White and Mike Knock, I got to check that out.
I got a Michael White record I gave away because it was so bad.
Yeah.
It was like 80s, I think, and it had like roses on the cover and shit. It was not my thing. Like, it wasn't exciting. It was, I don't know, weird. No, I bought it because I remember y'all talking about Michael White, and I found it for like $3. I was like, oh, cool. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. I got a few Mike Knox stuff to LPs. Actually, I have one that actually hasn't been filed away also.
I struck out on a record today, Chris.
Yeah?
I picked up a few at Hardy Boys. I got the one I showed earlier, that sealed ESP disc.
Yeah.
But I grabbed they had a bootleg Soundgarden record from Europe. Only 300 pressed.
Yeah.
And it was early shit. It was from 1990.
Nice.
So it was, Beyond the Wheel. It was Ultra Mega OK album, basically. And it said it was a radio broadcast. So
nice.
I'm like, okay, radio broadcast, that's going to be decent enough. Man, it is like heinously bad. Cannot hear the vocals hardly at all. Nothing's really clear. It's way too much gain. Like it's audience recording at best.
Sell it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's terrible. I was like, oh god.
Dude, I've got. It's funny. I don't have a lot of really expensive records, but I probably got 10 or 15 or maybe 20 that are worth $200-$400. But it's all like 2012 or 2010s like grunge shit. Like the sound. Chris Cornell's solo shit is expensive. I've got a really cool. What was it? Fuck. Let me think. I'm trying to think what it is. Live at the Moor. It was it Soundgarden or was it? Let me look. I'll look it up. It's funny how that stuff, like from when records really started getting popular again, and some of those specialty type concert things are so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
I
went in there looking for jazz, and I didn't leave with any jazz, but they did have they had a Joshua Abrams record, and they wanted $70 for it, and I was like, nah.
Is that which one?
One of the Natural Information Society records.
Yeah.
I don't get the reason why they're $70, $100. I don't know. Maybe they weren't impressed enough.
Yeah, that's the only reason. That's the only reason. Cause I know, like, I had some.
Not a big demand for those records, though.
Yeah, they just didn't. They just weren't.
I'll probably be the only person that walks in there all year into that little store because of where it is. I mean, it's in a swanky shops and restaurants area.
Mm-hmm.
It's the old U.S. Army missile factory that they turned into multi-use. And the record store's sweet, but like I know there's no one gonna. That record will be there in 2 months if I want to get it.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna buy it.
It's wild. Like the here's an example I was talking about a minute ago. Like the Temple of the Dog record, they reissued it on Music on Vinyl like in 2013. It's like $150 record.
The reissue.
Yeah.
I love that record. I have all those. I have those CDs.
That record's great.
Yeah.
That's
an all-time great record. One of the best collaboration records.
Some other ones that are interesting, like Chris Cornell's Songbook. It's a 2 LP he did, which is fucking great. Yeah. It's like him and it's just him, basically solo. But actually, so right before he died, I got to see him at a little theater over in Dallas. And it's him, playing guitar and stuff like that, and then singing, obviously. And there's another guy that would come in and like play cello with him, and all kinds of different instruments. The second guy would show up, throughout the show to play with him. It was so fucking good.
Oh man, that's great! You got to see that.
And that's what that Songbook record is basically. Then they did a Mad Season, did a record with the Seattle Symphony called Sonic Evolution. That's fucking great.
I have the double LP live Mad Season. At a theater in Seattle.
It's kind of wild because that one was released only through Pearl Jam's fan club, the 10 Club.
Oh, okay.
So that'll make it worth money forever because Pearl Jam fans are idiots. And they will pay out the ass for anything related to that band that comes out.
Yeah. I only saw Soundgarden one time open for 9 Inch Nails.
That's awesome. I saw Soundgarden. Oh my God, dude. I saw them probably 10 years ago now, maybe longer, but they came to a place called Gillies in Dallas. And it's this little small place. I bet it holds 2,000 people. It's like a bar with like a big giant area in a stage, but it's like 2,000 people. Well, I don't know if they didn't know how big the place was or something, because when they showed up, they set up like an arena fucking sound system inside the fucking place. Like, no shit. I had like the stacks of fucking speakers, and they were like damn near hitting the ground to the ceiling. I was like, oh shit. That was literally the loudest fucking concert I've ever been to. It was insane how fucking loud that was.
Yeah, they played loud going all the way back.
Shit.
Yeah. When they even started, they were playing loud.
And I was a big Soundgarden fan in the 90s. I was never like a deep cut guy, though. I just, had CDs and stuff, and I'd listen to the stuff. But so apparently we went and saw them, and it was great. And they played a lot of songs I really liked, but then they played a lot of rare shit that I never really wasn't familiar with. And they didn't play, I wanted to hear like Spoon Man, and they didn't play Spoon Man. I was like, come on, man, what the fuck? So afterwards, everybody's like, oh my God, what an amazing show. We got all this rare shit. I was like, yeah, but I didn't know any of it, so I didn't care. But it was good. That was right after they got back together. They put out you ever hear that Bones of Birds LP they did? Like, it was like the last record they put out. And it came out like in 2018 or some shit.
I had, was it after King Animal?
Yeah. Yeah, let me look it up.
I remember they did that song Black Rain. which is a really good song. But this is not. We're definitely off of jazz now.
I don't know. Anyway, maybe it was King Animal.
My bad.
Well, it's fine. I'm tired anyway.
Yeah, I'm about to cut out.
All right.
I gotta get up early in the morning and run some errands.
So heading up to the Q's here at the end of the month, huh?
Yeah, like I guess the 19th of August.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the next day we do the move-in date. Then we'll be up there for basically the whole, I guess, the whole week. So yeah.
I don't know the record stores up there. I never really dug for records in Syracuse.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm probably gonna give the guy his on Instagram is called The Wild, and he posts some nice photographs and some records and stuff like that and some books. I'm gonna shoot him a message because I'll have some downtime.
Yeah, and reach out to Dom. He's not far from there.
Yeah, I keep telling Dom that because next time we go up to the Finger Lakes, I'm gonna contact him because
that's where my parents are.
Yeah, the last time I went up there, we went to I went into Angry Moms and stuff like that.
Sweet.
And because we did the whole with the wine thing up there.
Mm-hmm.
And we went down to Angry Moms. So that was cool. And actually, I wanted
Seneca Lake, those Seneca Lake wineries.
Yeah. I mean, we ended up going.
Did we lose Mike?
Yeah, he's kind of freezing up.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
The place.
I think we lost it. Okay, well.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'll have a good weekend.
Yep. All right.
See you guys later.